we left off our adventurers, they had found their way to Zarovich Landing, under the both the guidance as well as the plea of their newest ally, Larry, a pirate tiefling barbarian, who said that she needed their help to find the rest of her crew. Going to the Zarovich Landing, you guys learned that this is a sort of cursed city, a cursed sort of society that has been cursed by Strahd to never have its inhabitants actually ever leave the city itself. Every single time anyone tries to leave, by this time the sun rises, they find themselves wandering, sleepwalking back into Zarovich Landing through the mist and finding themselves back inside the city. With that said, you guys went around the town doing about your business, asking questions, sort of investigating, doing your detective work, before realizing that there were many strange occurrences within town. People don't seem to remember their neighbors, people don't seem to remember their dogs, people don't seem to remember almost anything really. Like memory in this place seems to be very foggy and weird, and it's reflected in Larry herself. You guys then decided to head to the docks to see whether or not you can probe at the mystery, especially when Larry and I think it was Decca who had the high passive perception, heard someone sort of spying on you guys and keeping an eye on you guys. Going down into the docks, you guys were faced with what looked like a bunch of mind controlled or maybe mind wiped pirates. Some of them on the crew of Larry, others unknown individuals. You guys ended up going through a big fight, killing most of the pirates except for a couple. Larry managed to convince you to not kill her allies, Yusuf and check my notes real quick. I'm pretty sure it's Yusuf and Yusuf and Gunther. Um, managing to knock them out and tie them up. Then you guys had a huge encounter with a giant zombie corpse-like nest in the middle in the bows of a massive boat before realizing that you guys needed some assistance outside of yourselves. You decided to go to the Calm Tides Clinic to talk to Dr. Tamith, a human doctor. And while talking to her, investigating, I think one of you guys swiped a small bottle off her table, a potion of true sight. As you guys continue to explore the clinic itself, you guys realized, or at least I think Moonchild realized, that a section of the clinic itself smelled like absolute death and rancid, just absolutely rancid. Um, Realizing that all of your abilities to investigate, look around, even trying to just look for arcane symbols on the wall, none of that panned out. So you guys decided to use your potions of true sight. With the potion of true sight, the droplets drop into the eyes of Larry and Moonchild. They are able to see quite a good bit, actually. And what they see as they kind of like look up out upon the actual clinic itself is what they see is essentially holes upon holes dug into the ground, as if they were suddenly something suddenly had burst out from underneath the ground to grab something before retreating back underneath. Um, you guys found that the source of the smell was a weeks old decaying dead cat, and upon the table in the same room there was also a dead body of what looked like some sort of guard or maybe a warrior as part of Zarovich Landing. That was where we left off, as the mystery kind of is starting to culminate. As you guys look into this room, Larry and Moonchild are able to see these weird, like, potholes in the ground, like kind of like very strange, that seem to just be appearing almost randomly. So that's where we're gonna start off our session. So I don't know where Larry is, but either way, we have to get started. So Larry and Moonchild, if you're there, Larry. Otherwise, Moonchild, what do you want to do?
Do you remember what we did last game? Did we ever drop something like in the hole? I have a
No,
feeling
no,
we
no. We
did.
basically ended the session as you guys put the potion of true sight into your eyes and saw what is basically hidden.
I remember in the hallway you said. I thought I remember you saying one of us stuck our hand in the hole.
What?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
don't think you guys
remember?
put
For me, it
anything
looked
down the
like
hole. I
no, we
don't
didn't
think you
put
put
anything
anything.
down there. I just remember one of
Yeah,
us stuck our hand down.
yeah. So essentially, when Ben went to
Oh,
try to stick his
it
hand down into
was,
the hole,
yeah, yeah.
Ben's hand basically bent as if he was hitting an invisible surface, or the fact that his mind couldn't comprehend that there wasn't a surface, so it kind of just
Mm-hmm.
automatically bent for him.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Okay. Um,
Um, so let's get started. Deca, I don't know where you are
how do
actually.
I look at my items? Do I have to go to my character sheet?
Yes, if you want to look at your items, yes, that's
Okay.
gonna be the character sheet. I mean, you can look. Your HUD should have some of your items.
Yeah, I was gonna see if they would pop out.
The items that are so the HUD will only show up anything that is equipped or attuned to or basically prepared. Um, just to like simplify it,
Like
basically.
spells and weapons.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm in the hallway.
Yes. So yeah, Deca right now is you're currently in the hallway. You have gotten bored of just hanging out and watching over the bodies of Yusuf and Yusuf and Gunther. You're kind of just wandering around. What you see, Deca, is basically just a clinic. Nothing weirdly out of place. It looks like to be an old, musty, dank clinic.
see if I can
Kind
think
of,
of something
a little bit lame, a little bit
like
on
in
the
there that you don't mind get
it's
editing
it's
that.
it's it's a clinic that you've seen before. It's nothing out of the ordinary for you, basically. Um,
So your boomerang and they'll come back.
That's not how that
what's up?
because I'm trying to find something to throw down the hole to see how deep it goes, and he's like, throw your boomerang in there, it'll come back, and I'm like, that's not how that works.
Yes, no, no. Moonchild is correct. That is a boomerang. It's not a magical boomerang, so it just hit something and drop. So
How
no,
deep does the hole look? Well, I mean, I can't ask because
Are
I don't
there
know.
any like rock,
I
No,
don't
like
you
see
can
it.
ask.
rubble?
You can
Well,
ask.
I don't.
Obviously,
I can ask one of
you don't
them,
see
but
it.
I don't see it. So
Is there any like rocks or rubble like near me?
Yeah, there's a couple of like broken off pieces of woods and a little bit like just rocks and rubble from where the hole burst up. You can see that a couple of the patients are looking at you weirdly as you're basically just to them staring at the floor. One of the women goes, "Uh, what is going on? Are you okay? You're just staring. Kind of unnerving, to be honest."
I told you she's sick. Don't touch her.
Shut up.
You see the woman kind of like raise her hand and back up, like, yes,
Hey,
of
what
course.
happened to the girl? Is she like gone? Did she dip out?
She's got scared to
She,
death.
oh, she's right there.
Oh,
She
okay.
basically she's back up and is on the other side of the sort of basically on the other side of the room. At the moment.
So can I grab like like a rock that I see and just like kind of just like throw it down the hole to see how deep it goes?
Yeah, yeah. So you go and grab a log and you toss it down the hole here, clink, 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 and it seems to drop about like 6 seconds. So it's pretty decently deep, maybe about like 10 feet down. But the hole, remember, the hole itself is basically like the length of like two of your arms. It's definitely not big enough for you to fit down.
Oh,
Definitely, like it's much smaller than even Deca himself.
damn it! I should have made Deca take it instead.
You always can. You guys use two droplets already,
But
and
weren't
you're
we
not
gonna use
exactly
the
sure.
droplets for her crew as well?
Not her crew. We're gonna use
Or
it
no,
for
on
someone
her. It was on
else.
her, wasn't it?
No, someone ordered them.
Someone ordered it. I
Yes.
can't remember.
Someone ordered them, and then we convinced the girl to let us use a couple drops.
Oh yeah, because we didn't know
Yes,
if it was gonna
yes.
use them. Yeah,
Someone
I
did order
remember.
them.
Yeah.
The if I remember correctly, which I should.
I want to say it was the girl from the shop, the kid, but I don't
No, 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 no. That wasn't the girl from the
No.
shot. It was a woman from the town hall.
know. Oh, just a
Yes.
random.
No, no, not a random. It
I
was
didn't. I could have sworn Alma needed it for something.
Or
else.
she did no, not something else.
I could have sworn.
no. So Tamith made that potion for. Wait, what is it? Sorry, where's my notes? I have it written here.
I like to think the multiverse is the thing, and given there's infinite possibilities, that means the story we are playing out right now, even the pieces we haven't put together yet, have actually happened or are happening at the same
I agree.
time.
That guy you need to stop
But
smoking.
but
Kill Ben.
there's in the clinic itself, yes. Yeah, so the clinic itself, you this was created for a woman. Can't seem to find her name, but it was a woman in the town hall, basically.
Oh, okay. Righty.
Wasn't me.
Um,
Vara. It was created for Vara, the secretary at the town hall. Vara Voller down at town hall. Um, she re- you guys had a successful Arcana check, so apparently Vara requested these eye drops after seeing a ghostly face in her bedroom. Tamith had told you guys that, and Vara is very spooked, so Tamith got this commissioned at the Pop and Fizzle, to
Oh,
basically
dude.
help Vara get over her fears that like there's nothing there, basically. So
We have to save some for her.
um, can I see if there's anything like under the beds? Like if there's any
yeah, looking under the bed, there's it just looks like dust and like just fabrics. No, just like crappy, shitty bed stuff. There's nothing anything crazy under the bed at the moment.
Are these like tables right here, like next to them? Like,
Yeah. Those are
oh,
like
they're.
bedside tables. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought they were like dressers. Okay.
like bedside dressers. Yeah, basically like the thing that you stick at this on the side of the bed.
Yeah. Okay. Mm, okay, I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. Yeah, stepping out into the hallway, you notice that there's no there as you peek out through the hallway, you notice that there is indeed another sort of hole that's kind of like to the south. It's kind of pressed up against the wall. This one itself seems to be like coming out between the cracks between the walls and the floorboards. But yes, there is indeed like another sort of like this weird structural hole.
Um, can I like lay on the floor and like try to put my ear and see if I could like hear anything like moving?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check then. First check of the night. Yeah. Deca, is there anything you want to do, or are you just kind of like chilling?
I'm okay chilling here.
Okay, cool. With a perception check of 15, pressing your kind of head near the ground, you don't hear anything. Um, for a few moments. For a few moments, you don't hear anything. It just sounds as if you're like listening to like your own breath and breathing. But then after a few seconds, you hear what sounds like moving water, like a stream of some kind. And then at Tamith, who has kind of been following you around, just like paying attention, she goes, "Hi, yes. Um, what are you doing? Uh, is there something under my floorboard?" The
There,
doctor.
there are weird holes around here, like just random holes everywhere, about the length of my arm. You can't fit into it, but it's like it looks like something is going like in and out, like kind of like burrowing in it, and I'm trying to see if I can hear it, but it almost
What? What do you what are you talking about? I don't see anything. It's just a floor. And then you see
exactly.
Irina kind of approach behind. She goes, "Um, are you okay, Moonchild? You're kind of." And then at that, Arabo goes, "Yeah, you're freaking me out. Why are you just staring at the ground, Moonchild?
She's sick.
Shut up. You're not even
Uh,
here.
I am, but I
What
can't
are
move
you?
my character because I'm out
Oh
of my own
well,
vision.
are you gonna move over here?
Yeah.
You can drag her. Yeah, you can drag
Okay.
him.
Well,
Yeah, you can drag him.
I can't click on it once she's out of sight because.
Oh yeah, because of line of sight reasons.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
oh yeah, that's boom.
Here, I can move you. It's fine. Here.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Put you back where you were. Boop.
But that's what I'm seeing after I took those drops. I'm just letting y'all know what I see. Did,
You see the three Barovian women, or the two Barovian women and the young child, kind of look at each other, and Irina goes, "Should we take the drops then? Uh, how many do we have left?"
who has them right now?
Uh, Amu does.
Um,
We
well,
can
I
say
thought
that.
she had them because. Does she?
No, no. When I transferred everything over, it was in Amu's inventory.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Um.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, Amu. So, yeah, you're currently in possession of the potion of true sight. And Irina just asked whether or not the rest of them should see because they obviously don't believe you because they can't see anything.
They
Why?
don't believe us, but there's two. We could
But there's two witnesses. Is
yeah.
it because we're tiefling? No, but
Um.
why would we make that up? That's dumb.
Yeah.
Well,
It's because I've been spelling
well, I'm
off that
not
you're sick.
saying it's dumb. I'm just saying it seems to be a little bit inconceivable that you're kind of just walking around listening to the floor.
If you took some magic droppies in your eyes and you started seeing stuff, then yeah.
So you're doing drugs.
What? What
Well,
kind of drugs are in?
Yes, she's
What?
on drugs.
Oh my god.
Go get me some eye drops that fuck me up.
My problem.
I don't
Continue.
know.
Go ahead. Continue.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we still have to deliver. We still
Yeah,
have
we
to
still.
deliver
How
this.
much is left?
You, if you check your inventory, I know it because I added it, but you only have 6 drops left.
Exactly, and we need to save some for whoever needs them. So I don't think everybody can
I
take
say
them.
we save at least 4, but not waste the other 2 right now.
I think the owner should take some so she can at least see it because she is the owner of the
Mhm.
building. I think
Oh.
she should
Mhm.
take it. But after that, I don't think anybody else should.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
goes,
we're not gonna sit here and lie to you what we're seeing. So.
Yeah,
well,
what do we gain?
Tabitha goes, well, you don't gain anything, but belief. If what you're saying is true, we need to get more of these potions out to everybody so we can actually see what's going on.
So, but where exactly do we get potions like this?
Well, this one, uh, I got it at the Pop and Fizzle.
Pop and fizzle?
That
Yeah,
was
if you remember, the Pop and Fizzle is the
with the little girl.
the potions shop. Yeah, with the little girl.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you remember with Twila,
Yeah.
um, yeah, the Pop and Fizzle was where Twila was. Yes.
I think, well, if we want her to give it to us at a low price, because it's probably really expensive, we might have to drop some in her eyes. But I don't think I want to traumatize the little kid like that.
E-
Mm.
Either way, Irina goes. She
I
goes. Either
can.
way, we should really just, I guess, figure out what this means. Then, so like, if you are the only one who sees it, how can we help you stop this? Or
Well,
whatever the hell is going on? How can we help you?
we
Well,
don't know that for now, but
still gotta
all we know is
investigate.
that there's still stuff around, so we don't really know what's happening ourselves.
Mhm. This is just a small part of the building. Still gotta look around and see if we can find anything else. But
Maybe we can find something in the town if we leave the hospital.
Probably, yeah.
We don't know how long your
Um,
potion's gonna last either.
the two women look at each other, and then Arabelle just goes, can I have some of the eye drops? I like to see weird
Oh.
stuff.
No.
Yeah, no, not this
Yeah,
one.
her face just goes, but why?
He's just a child.
Because, well, one, you're a child, and two,
Well, I'm a very smart
it's kind
child.
of. I know, but it's kind of.
You can see her pouting a little bit. She's like, man, it's being all mean to me. Okay, yeah. So Irina goes, well, either way, in any circumstance, we should at least decide where we're headed if we only have a limited amount of this potion.
Mhm.
So, where to first then? You what? Sorry, when you put your head down there, what did you hear?
When I put my head down, I didn't hear anything at first, but I heard almost like water. Like
Water.
waves almost.
Check the
Um,
wall.
Yeah, at that, Hemeth goes, wait, you're right. The the well is our main source of water. I mean, outside of the actual outside of the docks and the Lake Zarovich, that's where we get most of our fresh water. Um, I don't know the architecture from underneath, but I do know that it runs through most of the town.
So take us to this well.
Well, okay.
You want to go by the shop and see if we can find more of that medicine first, or are we just going straight into the cell?
Wasn't it like super expensive?
I don't remember how much it was. Do we have that?
I
pamphlet?
remember she had said that it was like
Do we still have
God.
that pamphlet? What would it
The
be? in?
pamphlet.
I didn't
PDF.
transfer that yet.
Okay.
But I can tell you right off the bat that the Pop and Fizzle. Let me double check right now. I'm pretty sure.
I remember her saying that that they were like super lucky to get it or something like that.
Well,
Hmm.
first of all, the Pop and Fizzle doesn't just sell those like on the shelf. Tamith goes, well, I don't know if they sell it on the shelf, but I had specifically had this made a week ago when Vara saw the spooky face in the mirror.
Mm.
So I it might take some time, maybe a week, to make another one, if that is something that we're willing to wait on.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm not sure.
Well, she only needs 1 or 2 doses to see what else. We know she's gonna see something when she takes it, so she only needs the 1 dose.
Okay, then I think we should go give the dose to that woman that we need, and then we could go to the well. Because
I think
then
we
the
should give it to
remaining
her
doses we
once.
can keep.
Why last?
Well,
Because if we take it to her now, she's gonna want it all because she paid for this.
yeah, she did pay for it. Tamith goes, yeah, she did pay for it.
That's true.
So if we take it to her first, she's gonna say, "Give it all to me."
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
and while I don't want to, and Tamith goes, I don't want to, take something someone bought, but I honestly think this is a little bit more important, figuring this out, than anything, really.
All right.
So
It's up to you guys.
Plus, as long as she gets to use it, we can always try and.
If it
pay
just
her
takes a
back
week,
with it.
they can just say there was a delay. We don't need. There doesn't really need to be an explanation. Just take another week.
I
I'll take
To the
another-
well.
yeah, Irina kind of goes, yes, I honestly think we should just go to the well. That might
All right.
probably be the best bet. Yeah.
All right.
So, all right. So, if you guys want to make it go to the well, sure.
Wait.
Irina kind of looks around and goes, where is Deca?
I was literally about to say, "Where's Deku?"
I haven't seen him at all.
He's high as fuck.
Deca.
I think
Well,
he's
he's
flying
here.
around.
He's
Oh,
wandering in
dude,
the
I didn't
hallway.
realize my mic was muted.
He's floating around.
He's
In
just
real
looking
life
up at
and
the
in game.
ceiling. He can see it. He can
I'm
see the
over here.
holes.
Deca, you watch as the group kind of like marches past you towards the door. You're kind of confused. You weren't there for most of the conversation. You don't really know where you guys are going, but
You're like, we're
On an
going
up to
on
you
an
if you want to.
adventure.
adventure.
Look at
It's
Timmy fell
yeah,
down the well.
it's up to
Down
you if
the
you want to
well.
like.
We gotta go to
Yeah.
the well.
Alrighty.
Yeah, as you guys start to make your way out to the front, Irina kind of pauses you and stops you at the kind of like at the entrance and goes, right, before we go any further, what are we gonna do about those two? And she's gonna point obviously to Yusuf and Gunther, who are still passed out, just kind of vibing there.
Well, the nurse said they'll take them.
So Irina turns to you, turns to Tamith, and Tamith goes, yes, I can take care of them, but you said to keep them tied up?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, and what if they get, you know, murdery?
Knock
Hide.
them out.
Bonk them on the head and send them to jail.
Oops.
Mhm.
She kind of she kind of looks at you guys and goes, "All right,
Hit
I
them
mean,
very hard on the head.
fine. I'll keep an eye on them, but are you sure you are ready to go? You guys don't look so hot.
I mean,
What?
Oh.
Well,
no.
you guys,
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
hot
yeah,
mess.
they can see. I mean, they can see the fact that you guys are obviously like
Injured.
damaged and stuff. Yeah, injured.
Aren't we all?
Yes, actually.
Mhm.
We all are.
You see, yeah, Tamith just kind of chuckles a little bit and goes, "Well, I send you my blessings. Then, just be careful, especially now that we know that something might be, I guess, real. Just try
Yeah.
not to get hurt. I honestly don't think I have enough resources left, and Twila has been a bit of a, uh, well, I don't want to call a little girl a prick, but he's been a little bit of a prick.
Yeah,
see.
we noticed.
Damn, the tea.
Well, I mean, yes, just lots of. The girl likes money. And then she kind of chuckles a little bit.
Probably got it from her parents.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yes.
The girl at the magic shop was also a bit of a jack.
No, she wasn't. Deca
She
was the one that
wasn't.
threatened to shoot her in the head.
Every time we sold or bought something, she was like, "I tricked you. It was actually this price."
Oh yeah. You're
yeah,
right,
she
you're right,
was.
yeah. Tamith goes, oh, yeah, that's because you're outlanders and from outside the mist. It's the easiest way to make money, to be honest. They just
Show
kind
you how to make money.
okay. She just kind of like
I don't
she
know
just
what
kind of
that
throws
means,
her
but
eyebrows.
okay.
Let's
Yeah.
go. I
Yeah,
can show
oh,
you
yeah.
my ways. That's what it means.
What ways, dude? All right.
The ways of the shadows. Let's go.
what
I'm-
shadow? Give up, dude.
Let's go.
All right,
Let's
so
go.
cool,
To the
yeah.
well.
Yeah. So, where is that map? Hold up.
Do you want any of these?
Is there any reds and purples?
No.
No, the rest are trash.
You don't like the green one?
I'll look at that later.
I did,
Alright,
but
cool.
they made them lime.
It's so good.
Cool.
They used
So,
to be green apple. They were so
You
good.
guys, I'm gonna move you guys back to the Zarvich landing map. Here you go. Okay, so this right here is the well. It actually won't take you that long to get to the well in the first place.
Damn.
Um,
Some spooky shit about to happen. I can feel it.
That's why you said we should probably
you,
sleep.
you guys
but
see
we
the map?
ignored it.
Can you guys see the map?
What?
What did we
Yeah.
see anything different?
What
Oh
about
yes,
sleeping?
yeah. Give me a
She
second. I
asked
just
if
want
we
to make
should
sure that
sleep
you guys
first.
can see the map.
Oh,
I just want to
really?
make sure you
Yeah,
guys
she's
see
like,
the
you
map
guys don't look so
before
hot.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh, is that what she meant? Oh, I thought she just meant you guys look really
that
beat
was the
up.
DM's way of
No,
saying,
that was him
"Hey, you
saying
guys
you
want to
might want to
relax
take
a
a
little bit
take a
before
We
nap.
you
can
go."
sleep by the well.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, sleep by the well.
Wait, like see
You
what
Alright.
have
happens.
you have a healing spell, right? You can just heal us.
But there's
True.
things called exhaustion.
We're gonna ignore
Yeah,
exhaustion
aren't
for
y'all
now,
still
but
exhausted from last time?
Yeah, we're still
We're gonna
exhausted.
Well,
ignore
do
that.
you
We're
guys
gonna
want to take a nap first?
Yeah, I could take a little nap.
Nap time.
short rests don't clear exhaustion.
What time is it?
It is now
wait.
currently. You guys remember?
No, we
You
can't.
guys fought. You guys fought through the night, and then you went to the Calm Tides clinic. It's open late, obviously, as she's attending to these very small injuries. So it's. I'm gonna say it's roughly like 11 p.m. As you guys exit the
No,
Calm
we
Tides
can't.
clinic, you got. So the two that took the potion of true sight, you guys see
Yeah.
that the buildings around you, which at first looked like some looked abandoned, some looked kind of like dusty. As you walk out, you can see that the streets are littered with these various sized potholes. Some of them small, some of them way massive, about like 3 arms length apart. Honestly, some of them are big enough to fit Deca, but as you kind of peer down into these larger ones, they seem to just veer off to one side, like left or right, in like random directions, and kind of like tighten and get smaller. Whatever is moving underneath the ground is able to shrink and contract its body. That much is clear. You notice that this sort of castle fixture to the left, what at first, whenever you pass by it, it looked like this beautiful castle structure, with like very well maintained battlements as well as these roofs. You now see ruins, absolute destroyed ruins, just complete rubble. Where whatever this thing was, has kind of like, seems to have like blasted and kind of like shattered it apart. You see like various sort of body parts kind of strewn about, days old, with flies kind of buzzing around it. A couple cats kind of like are like nibbling at these body parts, and then they're like they hiss at each other. And now you start to recognize like the reaction that some of these cats are having to the world. As you're kind of watching like and observing this castle, Moonchild and Larry,
Yeah.
you watch as the castle seems to rebuild itself up from the ground, and you blink a few times, and then, just like the rest of the group, the potion of true sight fades from your vision,
Aw.
and it's back to
Well,
normal. The potion only
that?
seems to last about 5 minutes or so.
Oh.
Damn, just when shit was getting good.
And yeah, you did tend to spend a little bit too much time kind of like investigating on the inside. But yeah, your
Okay.
potion of true sight ends as you guys start to approach the well. Is there anything you guys want to do
Oh,
before
well,
going
there's
into
no
the well?
reason to give her the potion if it only lasts 5 minutes.
Well, it gives
Unless that
her
woman
it
knows.
lets her get what she wanted
It
out of
gives her
it.
She wants to get
emotional
over it, basically.
stability.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
wants
She
to
wants to.
confirm her suspicions or be
Yeah,
peace of
yeah,
mind.
It gives
yeah.
her
Basically,
closure.
essentially that.
But
Okay.
now that it's
But again, she only needs
faded,
one dose.
Yeah.
now that it's faded, we are kind of a hot mess right now, and I think we should rest.
But where would be safe
Yeah.
to rest? Because
The-
these holes are
wouldn't it
coming
be-
out of the ground and
This was when we had
stone.
true sight.
It would be the
Huh?
church. I mean, not the church. Sorry, the inn, the clinic.
But there are holes in the ground there too.
Yeah,
But
but there's
that's-
holes everywhere.
That's
There
what I'm
was no
saying.
church
So there's
anywhere.
nowhere safe
Yeah.
to sleep. Maybe on a second floor. Is there any
Nothing's, like,
second floor?
coming
Is there
out
a
of those
second
holes,
floor at
though.
the inn?
But there's nothing that's gonna come out of those holes because
You don't know
as you can
that.
see, you didn't see
I've
anything
been here
in those
for like
holes.
what?
Yes, but I heard
how-
what everyone was saying, and I believe Lori.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
but
but I've been staying here for a while now, and nothing has came out of those holes, unless I suddenly forgot. But there's nothing that came out of those holes.
yeah. Plus,
It's
we
Not
have
around
fire.
you,
You
though.
don't.
But you're not
seem,
around the
you
whole
don't,
city at all
you don't seem
times.
to remember. You don't seem to remember ever anything ever erupting out of the holes or any sort of weird movement under your feet. But then again, you were here longer than they were, and you
Mhm.
might have been afflicted with whatever memory situation is going on with the rest of the the rest of the town.
If we're sleeping, we need to sleep on the second floor just to be safe. Or
Second
maybe over by
floor,
the water.
what?
We can sleep on your boat.
I don't think sleeping by the water is a good idea, especially if those, because there's still I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I don't know
sure
what
because
I
I
don't know
had
what
a
that
my
is.
second
Go
in
ahead.
command is still out there. I don't remember where he ran off to.
Yes,
That
you.
and
What
we
if you
did
do
blow up a
remember?
boat.
Yusuf himself said they were doing something underground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That y'all guys also blew
Underground
up one of the
in the
boats.
well.
That's what I said. That's why I wanted to go down the pothole that was over
anyways,
here.
Well, we can
I
really go.
I don't think Amu's boat is a bad idea, but I can get why that would also be a bad idea at the same time. If I think we should just go back to the clinic. I think that's our best bet at the moment for us to feel safe.
Yeah.
But it's up to you guys. Whatever
I
y'all
don't.
want to
Is
do.
the clinic isn't 2 stories, is it?
It's not, but
No,
it's
it's one
better
story.
than sleeping
I think we should
on a
sleep.
boat.
No, I think we should
So-
sleep on the second floor at the inn.
Second floor of an
Is there a
inn.
second floor in the end?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
The angel stairway. Yes. So Amu,
I mean, we all
that
passed it. We just never went in.
yeah. Well, sorry, you know Larry that you guys all passed it. And yes, there is an upstairs. That's actually where all the bedrooms are. The ground floor is just kind of where they do a lot of their like
Okay.
partying and drinking essentially.
But don't you have to
Um,
pay for that? So I don't want to.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay to like go up in there. Like you're gonna have to pay for a room,
And I
obviously.
missed the blue water.
Yeah. But I don't want to. Wait, don't I have a house here? Where have I been staying?
You've been
Why
staying
don't
at the
we
inn.
stay there?
You've been staying at the inn.
So you already have a
Right?
room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
I
all
have
just
a
share a
room.
bed.
I mean, we have bedrolls. We can just sleep on the floor.
That's true.
We'll be on the second floor.
Yeah, and I can sleep
so
on my
it'll be
bed.
fine.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck you guys, I can sleep on my bed. Yeah, we'll just go to the inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I have a room, then yeah, let's go.
Is that what you guys are?
Yeah, I say boat or
wanting
in,
to
so
do?
I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sure. I mean, that sounds completely good to me. Yeah, sure.
We can go buy Pop and Fizzle and then to the well in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good then. Hold up. Why is this? All right, cool. Give me 1 second. I will transfer that to you guys.
We also have to go pick up our stuff from Sage's pages.
Oh
yeah. Yes.
I forgot what we ordered.
Sage's
Forgot
pages.
what you all ordered.
You guys,
Yeah,
you guys
we-
also had Zarafton do a bunch of stuff for you guys as well, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
I was excited about Sage's. I forgot what she was making for me. She was making something.
Yeah. So we
Did I
can
save
drop
that
by
in the?
all
Did I save? I don't think I.
Hope
I
you
might have
did,
saved
because
it.
I remember I was excited about it, but I forgot what it was. I'll have to go back and look at what the video.
Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Either way, you guys head over to the Angel Stairway. As you guys walk through the town, you notice, especially you, Decca, you notice that a lot of the lights, sort of the lanterns hanging off of the very street poles, they continue all the way back to where you're walking. But as you're walking from upper Lake Zarovich Landing to lower Zarovich Landing, there are no lights across this side of the bridge. So everything on the other side of the bridge, there's no lights. But on the other side, there are. And you guys recall that there was a man, sort of like a town crier kind of man, who was going around lighting these various lanterns. But you don't see him.
But only the half with the shops and stuff has it.
Yeah, the bottom half before the river, there are lights.
Bottom half has. Light.
Everything above, there are no lights.
Oh,
No public lights outside.
he ran.
And none of you guys can really seem to remember what he looks like. Especially not you, Larry.
Okay.
Really seem to recall his name. You guys definitely walked by him when you were. I remember you guys walked by him when you guys went towards the docks. But now you can't seem to recall him at all.
Did he die?
You want to look around?
He fucking did.
Well, we need sleep. We'll
I say we
figure-
sleep.
We need
Yeah,
fucking
he's
sleep.
unimportant.
Fuck that guy. We need
He's
sleep.
unimportant. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's actually really funny. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys are going to make your way to the Angel
I don't know if I'd
Stairway.
say
Give me 1 second. I will
unimportant,
change the map for
Not
you.
as important.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
change the
he's
map
not
for you.
important.
God damn. Man, they don't give a shit.
Ryan
All right.
with his screen filled with notes about him, he erases it.
I mean, if you guys
We're
don't want to
like,
like
no,
investigate, that's
sorry.
I don't give a.
You had a whole story
It's
planned out
okay.
for us, and we're like, nope.
No, I mean it's fine. Like, uh, you guys are going. All right, so you guys basically head to the Angel Stairway. Sorry,
Maybe
the map is
tomorrow.
taking a little bit to load. Yeah, maybe tomorrow morning.
Maybe tomorrow if I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. Here we go. Give me
My
1 second.
glasses
I
look
think I
so
should have
bad.
it all. My bad here.
Why do you still have these on?
Because they're a pain to get on, so I'm just leaving them on until I get my new ones.
You're weird.
All right, cool. You guys enter into
Why-
the
let me see.
Angel Stairway. You guys should be able to see most of the
How do you get
map,
them?
I think.
You just let them on.
How is this
I'm
a
gonna.
hassle? Just
No.
Yeah. All right, so you guys enter into the Angel Stairway. I'm gonna put Baja, Deca, Larry's right here. You guys come from the south, or not this way. You guys are from the north. Sorry, you guys come from over here. I'm gonna move everybody up north. You guys enter through the Angel Stairway, and let me get my notes out for the Angel Stairway. Cool. You make your way towards this large, two-story tall tavern and inn. You can see beams of light kind of spilling out from within, and you hear the sound. Sorry, Moonshot. There you are. Yep. You see the sound of music and sort of laughter coming inside, conversation and lively music. Actually, everything seems to be a lot more lively than you would expect, given everything that's going on.
Holes inside.
Yeah. As you guys go
I don't like
inside
the way
and
you
sort
said
of
that.
approach, I mean, do you want to see what's going on? You guys could use your thingy. You guys have
Oh, wait,
it.
are we inside the tavern?
Yes. Did it
Oh,
not
I
load
don't
for you
see it.
guys?
No,
We're
it
still
didn't
no,
look
we're
for me.
still on the Angels, like on the town map.
Oh,
Yeah.
my B. My B. Sorry. I need to
There
activate
we
it.
go. Ooh,
Oh,
the tiny
no, I can't.
specks.
No.
That guy's giant.
No.
I can't sadly see anything.
You can't see anything?
No, my screen's just black.
I can see.
You should be able to see.
Okay,
Your
wait, there
token's
we
on
go.
there. Yeah, okay. Your
There you
token's
go.
here.
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys enter. You see lively music playing. You see a bartender going about a bartender going about her business, kind of like serving drinks and stuff. You can see what looks like at behind the front desk. You can see what looks like a chef of some kind. He seems to be
Oh,
the one that's like kind of running both the kitchen and as well as the
What?
drinks themselves. Um, the most of the tables are kind of empty, but you do see one table that seems to be like absolutely rowdy at the moment. Yeah, give me one. Where is it? There it is. Sorry. There. Okay, cool. You see a dusk elf of some kind. There it is. Laughing and joking at the table. You see, he seems to be playing cards with this very burly, muscular sort of like warrior type. They're playing cards. They're kind of like just laughing and joking amongst each other. And you spot around the rest of the room is just filled with like laborers, maybe some dock workers, loudly playing cards. The dark skinned elf all of a sudden raises his hands into the air and goes, "I win! I have done it! You are a loser! You pay up!" And then you can see that his friend's kind of grumbling. He goes, "Oh, come on! Fine, fine. Look, the point is, you are a cheater." And you see the man goes, "I am not a cheater. I won fair and square." And as you guys kind of like walk and look around, you see on the one far side of the wall, actually, kind of like plastered behind this behind the cook, you see what looks like a wall of various pictures right here. Behind underneath the shelves where you see bottles upon bottles of wine and maybe various alcohols, you can see what looks like a wall filled with images. In this very nice cursive, wooden cursive, the words read "The Wall of Angels," and it seems to be a collage of various people who have gone through the tavern over the years. People ranging from dwarves, gnomes, humans, elves, half elves, and halflings. Maybe some of these images are some of the outlanders that have passed through. And Irina is kind of like super fascinated. Her and Arabelle kind of like sitting on the bar stool. They kind of like run over to the bar stool. They're kind of like very much looking at this wall of quote unquote angels. Um, as they kind of go over their approach, the the um the elven man kind of sees you guys and stands up and goes, "Ah, welcome, welcome. Ah, you've made it to the angel stairway. Outlanders, I see." He kind of like walks over and kind of like waves to the rest of you guys to come over to him. Um, Deca, are you also coming over? Or you just I'll say that you're gonna come over as well. Baha is just silent, kind of like watching and following you guys along. Um, you see the man kind of walk over and he kind of like has his smiles and he waves you, goes, uh Outlanders, yes, yes. It looks like, oh, we've got the tiefling, a dragonborn. Oh, looks like a elf, but a little bit short. That's okay. And a half elf. Wow, like quite a conglomeration. Welcome, welcome. Anyone who's trying to get out of Strahd's wreckage mist is a friend of mine. Come, come, take a seat. Why don't you, Oi, Boris,
Huh?
get off the table. Just go lose somewhere else, huh? And then you see his friend kind of grumble and kind of growl as he makes his way and moves somewhere else. Kind of like just kind of shuffling away over to another table, talking to other people. And he kind of gestures to the seats and goes, "All right, my new friends, take a seat, take a seat. What, you guys hungry? Are you guys thirsty? What are you all here for?"
No,
Oh,
I'm
Larry!
good.
Larry! I totally
Hi.
sorry, forgot to say hi. How are ya? How are ya?
I've been alright.
Right, right. You want some of that cocktail you had the other night? The Stormy Lake? I can get you a
Mm,
nice red Cabernet with blueberries. Is that or are
nah,
you just here for a night's rest?
night rest is all. Mm.
Oh, and he kind of like looks around at all of you. You can see that he's slightly disappointed. And he goes, well, introduce me your friends who are there, yeah?
Um, well, there are
And
people
obviously,
from
you
out
guys
beyond the
can
mist.
yeah, speak up if you want. Obviously,
These guys are out beyond the mist, ran into them. I don't know if they're
uh,
the type of people to give people their information like that, but.
This is Ben.
oh, Ben. He looks at Ben. He goes, "Ah, Ben, welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Ah, I see you got some various." He kind of like looks at you up and down a little bit, and I'm just gonna roll a perception check on you real quick, Ben. If you want to try to hide anything, otherwise he's gonna try to roll perception on you. Cool.
Hide
You
what?
voted.
Him for what?
I don't know. It's up to you. Remember,
You're
last
sus
time you said,
looking. You're wearing
yeah. I
black. You're
mean, you're
sus.
wearing black. Yeah, kind of looking
I don't know
strange.
what
Do
I
you
would
have your
be
Yeah.
swords out?
hiding.
You have your swords poking out or no?
I mean, they're on my back, not
Okay,
hidden.
cool.
So so I'm like, what am
No,
I
no, no,
hiding?
no, no. What I'm saying is that he's. I mean, like you're dressed like an assassin, dude. So he
Yeah.
kind of looks at you up and down. He's gonna, with a perception check of 18, unless you're gonna hide anything or try to roll deception. He's kind of looks at you up and down and goes, "Ah, one of them action types, swords and sorcery, no doubt. Well, welcome, welcome. If you're hungry, we got food. I recommend eating. The mist itself are quite dangerous. Um, well, is
Do
there
you,
anything else you guys need, or other than just, I guess, mild
how
comfort?
Mm,
how
no, just
much is a room here?
A room? Well, this is the nicest tavern in all of Zarovich Landing, so I can get you a room for a gold each.
That's not bad. Is it a bed each room?
Yes, a bed each room. Uh, unless you guys want to double up, but either way, it's gonna be a gold for a person. And as he's talking, you see another man kind of move over, He's another dusk elf of some kind, very dark skin. He has this smirk on his face, and he seems to be holding a set of cards. And he walks over and he says, "Luther, who are your new friends, my dear? Or hello, are we no longer playing cards?" And you see Luther, the original one, goes, "Ah, sorry guys, this here is my husband, Villander. Um, well,
Oh.
he's a great card player, of course, but don't let him drink. He will pass right the fuck out, huh?" And you
Mm.
see the other husband goes,
I know someone like
yeah, you see the other one goes, "Luther, my dear, I just want to play cards, but if you're all here for bedtime, no worries. We can get you some breakfast in the morning. I heard that there's some couple of the pigs seem to be ripe and ready. I can get you bacon and maybe some eggs. Would that be okay?"
That'd be more than okay.
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So is that what you guys want to do? He kind of
Why are
goes,
you
"Well,
pouting?
I'm ready for sleep because I don't want to kill the piggies.
What? You don't want bacon?
well,
I didn't say that. I just said I didn't want
well, they are grown for a very specific reason, but I'm sure my husband has already told you the price, and if you're not here for card games, I'll be on my way." He kind of gives you guys a smile nod, and you can hear him go, "Boris, time to lose your money." And then he starts to wander over to the other burly man, and you can see the guy just go, "Oh no, I don't want to lose." But as you guys kind of watch him walk away, they start to have their card game. So each of you, if you guys are getting rooms, each of you go ahead and drop a gold from your inventory.
Wait, I
Irina
have
and I
to
are.
pay again?
You see Luther goes, "Well, of course, everyone pays for a room, nightly service, no discounts on
Okay.
anything. You even get free breakfast. It's included."
Paid. I already paid. Okay.
No, you renew every night. Plus, you were out last night. The room was empty. We had the room service clean everything up. But don't you worry.
Apologies.
Old Luther here will get you your bacon's worth.
I under. Okay.
You pout? Did
I
you say you
do.
pout? Yeah? Okay.
I do.
All right. So, we're going to montage through this as you
Where's
guys.
my? Oh wait, there it is. Oh
Are you
sorry,
guys.
I was looking for my gold.
Yeah. Are you guys eating anything at all before you go to bed?
I can eat
Um,
one of my rations. I'm not like gonna sit down and eat them.
is there any food like y'all are serving?
Yeah. Do you guys serve food? Well, I should know this already, but
Yeah. No, no. Larry, you know they do indead serve food. It is a little bit on the late side, so the kitchen might be closed. Um, but Luther goes, uh, "If you want some food, I can get you some food. It'll be cold, a little bit kind of crusty, but you came in late. It's 11.
I've had
You
worse.
get what you get." Okie
apologies.
dokie. So a meal for Larry and a meal for Miss. What is your name? He's gonna look at you,
Moonchild.
Moonchild. All right, Miss Moonchild. Wow, great name, great name. Yeah. So for each meal, there'll be 2 silver pieces each. Short one, and he's gonna look at Decca. Are you hungry, or are you just gonna go to bed? Decca, if you're there. If you're not, that's fine.
I don't. Is your mic muted?
No, his mic's not muted.
Well, he
Deck
has
is
a
right
way to mute
there.
his mic without it saying it's muted.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like he has it
All right,
on his headset. All right, go ahead.
that's fine. Either way, Larry, that's 2 silver pieces. Moonchild, that's 2 silver pieces. You see that Irina and Arabelle kind of come over and join the table as well. They are gonna go ahead and pay for their meals with the gold that they have.
Mhm.
Arabelle seems to only have like a handful of gold
Silver,
pieces,
not
and
gold.
she's yeah, 2 silver pieces for your meal, and then you guys can go
That's
to bed
gold.
if you want.
Oh,
But as yeah,
but it's
unless you want to do some other interactions, like I said, inside the
Silver
tavern.
piece.
This here is this here is the Wall of Angels. It says, um, It has a bunch of various pictures if you're curious about that. If you're not, obviously, doesn't matter. Um, yes. So this is the Wall of Angels here.
Of angels?
Yep, the Wall of Angels. Yes, that's
Speaking
that
of
wall
angels.
underneath with a rack of like wines on top of these bottles of wine. Underneath the this the label of like the collage basically of images. There's this big wooden sign that says the Wall of Angels, and there's like various pictures on there, like I had described earlier.
What was the
Yeah.
elf, the dusk elf name again?
So Luther is the
Oh,
one that's
Luther.
still sitting at your table. He starts to serve you your food. As you guys kind of like start to settle down, kind of tired from the night, he starts going about serving you guys food. He goes, "Any wine? Of course, there'll be an extra charge, but if you're in for the mood for alcohol, that is something I can do. Otherwise, have a good meal." And he starts to like kind of pass you guys out platters of basically like roast beef, kind of with like bread and sausages. Which, now that you guys think about it, is kind of rare in Barovia. The rest of Barovia is a very plant and like wolf, deer kind of like game heavy
I know.
diet.
Mhm.
These guys seem
Meat.
to have been able to
Meat.
manage
Game
to
is
farm
meat.
their own
Meat.
um to farm their own food. But yeah, so Ben, if you want to check out the Wall of Angels, you can. But that is what it
I
is.
do. I do want to.
I'm eating.
Yeah,
What?
okay. So you guys go ahead and eat. Um, Ben, you walk over to look at at the Wall of Angels, and the cook kind of just gives you a nod, and he kind of moves to the side to let you kind of check it out. What you see there is a collage showcasing various portraits and even almost like wanted posters of different individuals.
Can I take
You
this?
kind of lean over the counter and look a little closer. You can see they're, like I said, they're varying races: gnomes, dwarves, human, elves, halflings. None of them look particularly Barovian,
I'll
and
go to the restroom.
none of them particularly look soft.
Soft?
Yeah, they all of them look. They seem to all look very tough. They all have some sort of edge to them, and some of their posters actually have like not just headshots, but like images down to their chest, and some of them seem to be wearing armor, cloaks. A couple of them are like seem to have something like slung over their shoulders, maybe swords or stabs of some kind. Um, yeah, that's what you see.
You said were their names under it? I didn't remember
There are no names on any of these posters.
that. Okay.
These portraits, I mean.
Hey Luther.
Yeah, Luther, who's come back from like kind of serving food. He kind of walks over, and goes, "Yes, my friend."
So the pictures over there, what's all that about?
Ah, the Wall of Angels. Yes, yes. Well, these are the heroes that rose and fell, trying to free Barovia from Strahd's rule. 1,300 years, and we've only got about 40 some pictures. Yep. He watches, he kind of crosses his hand, kind of like slumps a little bit on the chair and goes, "They tried. They're like you. Outlanders, come in." Well, obviously, we only get to see the ones that make it all the way here, but those ones that do, they make it far. They get all the way up to Strahd's castle. Then boom, he snaps his fingers. Gone. Instantly gone, but, you know, there are angels. Well, some of them mentioned something about an angel a couple times. Now, I'm only 542 years old, so I don't remember everything, but a couple of them mentioned something about angels, and I thought, why not? It is fitting. They are trying to be heroes.
Do
And
you
yeah, you do
remember
see like, yeah.
do you remember anything what they said about the angels?
Oh, I don't know. They say something about a sanctuary, something guarded from death, buried alive upon the life of an angel. Oh, that was the last time I heard something about that. What was it? What, like 60 years ago? Some wizard with a couple of like other people, some woman with like this silvery hair, this elf woman shot magic out of her hands, like to use ice. I forget what their name was. I forget what their name was. Um,
Huh?
She wasn't here. She had headset on.
What?
He's talking about your mentor when he came back,
What?
but he didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's trying to remember the name of Elise basically, but he's basically saying that and Ben, now that you hear him say that, you look closer at the pictures on the wall and stuff to sort of like the right hand side, you do see what looks like a wanted poster of Elise's face. She's a lot younger looking, but that's definitely Elise. I mean, he goes, whatever her name was, she tried. I don't know. Last time I heard, her and her little army got squashed right on that bridge.
She's
But
still alive.
oh, well then where is she? Should come back. Get herself a drink. You know, if they all survive, it's on the house.
She.
I don't say they're all survived, but we saw her not too long ago. She's still around.
Right, right.
I'm
Well,
over here like.
hopefully she comes back. But yes, about your angel friend. The last time I heard something about it, they were talking about the sanctuary. An angel of some kind. He lost his wings or something, or armor. I don't know.
Oh no.
I can't really remember.
Oh, my phone died.
What do you what do you I heard rumors of a dragon on top of the mountain.
Oh, yes,
on,
yes,
hold on,
the
hold on,
undead
hold on.
dragon. Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he goes, yes. I think Larry heard this too. Hey, Larry, come over here. You remember that story? That one guy kept talking about that dragon? It was all,
Sure. I totally know what you're talking about.
you probably were drunk or something. Either way. Point is, rumor has it that there is an undead green dragon lying in wait somewhere all the way at the top of Mount Baratok. Now, if these rumors are true, I don't know. But supposedly, that is where he is. A great dragon, green dragon, mind you. And as I'm sure most of you know, the colored dragons are evil. That's a known fact. The metal dragons are nice. I think there was a metal dragon some time ago. Some place with a giant platinum dragon statue or something or other. But there is a green dragon up there, supposedly.
That's the undead one, right? I missed that part.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, if it's not alive, it's definitely undead. I don't know. I just thought there were rumors. But if you're gonna go hunt an undead green dragon, you best be prepared. I'm just saying, dragons aren't something you just walk into and think you'll survive.
Yeah.
Especially if it's undead. Oh, not happening. But then he kind of looks back at the walls, and you see this sorrowful look on his face, and he goes, "I hope you guys don't go on that wall." He kind of looks at you all kind of sadly. He kind of looks at you, Larry. Looks at you, Ben. He kind of turns his table, turns around, kind of leans against the bar, and looks at Arabelle and Irina, who are still kind of eating. Arabelle's kind of like playing with her food, messing around with the sausages, kind of like using them like little swords, poking at Irina. And Irina's giggling. She goes, "I hope none of you go on that wall."
Well,
That's really all he says. He kind of just looks sad because they're all dead. Well, maybe some of them are alive, but I almost guarantee you they're dead.
we cannot predict the future.
Oh no, I cannot. You're right. But 543 years of my life, and that wall just keeps growing larger, and the mists still remain. So he has this
Yeah.
very like depressed look on his face. And
All we
for
can
that,
do is try.
yeah, he goes, "Yep, you are right. But enough moping around. I am gonna join my husband at that table to take Boris's money. Go ahead, eat your food, make a little pile. The chef over there will clean it up and have yourselves a nice, good rest. I don't know what you're up to, but Remember, breakfast is on the house, free of charge.
We,
Adieu. Oh, do you
oh,
have any other questions before he heads out? But
no
he wants to win
questions.
money.
I just didn't know if he had to show us the rooms or not.
Larry,
I know where
he
they
snaps. Yeah, he snaps his finger and goes, Larry has got this. I have money to win. And you watch as he kind of like
Yeah.
saunters over to the other table. And they
You
start to play
should pay
cards.
me for doing your job.
And he goes, I always do my job. Yeah, so you watch as he goes over there and he starts to play cards. The music and kind of loudness kind of resumes, but there a lot of the other people have kind of filtered out. This table right here is the main table. There's like one guy kind of just slowly eating his food. But if you guys are ready to go upstairs, we can montage. I don't have like a map for the second floor. There's no point. It's just beds, and you guys are going to bed anyways, right? There's no point in mapping it.
Sweet.
So if you guys want, we can montage you guys going upstairs and going to bed. We can all hit the long rest. It's a good thing that you guys all ate, or I would have had you throw Constitution saving throws. Because I don't remember you guys ate anything at all. So go ahead. Um, Click your long rest. So on your character sheet, on your portrait at the bottom left, there should be a bed. Um, Click
Yeah.
the one on the right hand side. It should say long rest, and it
Yeah.
should reset all of your abilities and stuff automatically, like Roll20, but better because Roll20 doesn't change your spells and stuff.
Oh my god, I have full health.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, I'm actually gonna long rest for Baja as well, and we are going to montage. Oh, and I'm gonna long rest for Deca too. We are going to montage the morning. So, actually, before we montage the morning, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Larry,
Make people have some nightmares. Yeah.
Larry.
Me.
Actually, also by the way, um, Ben, I do have the notes for all the items you guys had. So
What that we ordered?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's at the bottom of my notes. All right, cool. So we'll worry about it in a second. Larry, you are the one in holding the potion of true sight as you go to bed. As you get yourself ready to bed, you sit there, kind of the potion of true sight, sitting on the bedside table.
Mm-hmm.
You could use it. Maybe
Okay.
look around. Maybe see something different,
Okay. Yeah.
or you could put it away and go to bed. I'm giving you the option to decide right now if you want to use one of your charges,
Mm,
one of the doses of the potion of true sight. You are the one holding on to it.
mm, nah. I mean, what would be the purpose? I can only sit for 5 minutes. Like, we already know there's holes. There's probably something in there. I probably might die. But, like,
True, but you are on the
eh.
second floor of a building, and you could probably see further out than walking on the streets.
I feel like that would be a. I feel like at the same time would be a waste because wouldn't we need. How many are there? There's 6 left?
Yeah, there's 6 doses left. Yeah,
And how many? And you only take one dose, right? Each,
yeah.
or
You
you
only
have to
take
take
one
two?
dose at a time. Yeah.
Okay, so there's 6 doses.
Hmm.
And how many of us is going?
Your whole party,
I
right?
know, I know. How many people are in the party? I forgot. One,
Well,
two, three,
One,
four,
two,
five,
three.
realistically,
six,
it's
7.
just us three because Deca isn't here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Realistically, yes, it'll be you three, and then what we could say is we could have Deca and Irina. Deca watches over Irina and Arabelle, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I guess. Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
You are tempted
Ah,
by the potion of true sight, and you go ahead
No, I was tempted. Okay.
and you. No, I mean it's up. It's whether it does sound like you were tempted, right?
Yeah,
Unless you're not.
I mean, I
it's
You
your
guess.
want to use
Might
call.
it?
as well.
Yeah, it's your call if you want to use it or not.
Yeah, yeah, I'll use it.
Oh,
I'll use it.
You
That
drink
sounds
the
okay.
potion of true sight, and then
Okay.
your vision changes as you look out onto the decimated streets of Lake Zarovich. And now you're starting to almost plot out the paths that you've walked, and you can almost see like the weird now that you're seeing reality as it is, you're starting to understand why sometimes it took you so long to get someplace because you would take these huge roundabout routes. Your body, your mind naturally ignoring the signs seems to be taking roundabout routes, ignoring potholes, destroyed buildings, collapsed sections of like streets or like there's some sections of the ground now that you're on the second floor further out in Upper Zarovich where there's just like these huge like almost like an earthquake kind of like shifted sections of the earth rising it
Yeah.
out from the ground. As you kind of scan through the streets of Zarovich Landing, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Okay. Where's my little
Yeah, use your HUD and then
percep-
under attributes there should be perception check. Or you can use your sheet, it's up to you.
I click on attributes. There it is. I have to scroll, move it up.
Yep. One of them
And
is
then percept.
yes, perception. Just a normal perception
It's
check.
probably gonna be low.
Okay. You out of the corner of your eye, you see a flicker of movement. You immediately shift your head over to take a look, and it's a floating skull. For a for one short moment, you see a floating skull, and then it's gone. It's like
Uh-oh.
it's like this face. It's as if a skull gained flesh, but maintained the whiteness and structure of a skull, and nothing else. You see a floating skull as it whips by your window. It goes left and then down. And then as soon as you're like craning out your window, looking out, you see another small little pothole formed.
Oh.
And then you wait and observe. And 5 minutes pass, and your vision clears. And Lake Zarovich looks beautiful this time of night. All brand new, all normal.
The
How do
land
you
is slowly dying.
yeah? How do you go to bed?
I mean, there's a skull,
It looks like a skull.
another
Oh my god, I'm
hole.
sorry.
That's all right. A hole is just formed. The new one just formed right in front of my eyes.
Yes. Couldn't see anything more than what looks like a skull moving left and then down.
Did
That's all
someone
you saw.
die? And like,
Oh, sorry,
huh?
Echo. They took a long rest, and we're Larry because she's the one with the potion. I gave her a chance to use it or not.
Hmm.
So, Larry, with that uneasy feeling, you crawl back into bed and close your eyes, and the rest of you guys sleep. And it's 7 in the morning, and you head downstairs for Luther's promised morning breakfast. So now everybody's back. Let's go and role play. Give me 1 second while I pull up the notes right there. Cool.
Can I
So,
tell Moonchild? Because I trust her more than I trust Ben.
oh yeah, you can tell her. Yeah, you can tell her. You like go ahead, role play. Yeah, role
I would trust anybody
Okay.
besides Ben.
play.
And
Yeah,
then
go ahead.
leave.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just gonna go invisible and leave.
Okay. So I go
What do
over
you want to
to
do?
Moonchild in the morning.
Yeah.
Before we go downstairs, I go over to her.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
And
we
I
kind of
can
pull
pull
her
just
her
to
we
the
can just
side.
aside.
Yeah,
kind of like go over here, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you pull her to the side.
Okay. So just letting you know, we only have like 5 of those things left. Ben, go away.
What? I'm
See
nowhere
you
near
later.
you.
Wait,
Where
why
are
is
you?
this icon right here?
That's my mouse.
Oh, it's because
his
of
mouse.
it's because I'm on his computer. That's why.
It's my mouse
Oh,
though, is what
okay.
she
I
saw.
was
Not
Yeah, it
that
is
she
your
thought
mouse.
my character moved.
Yeah, his character's on
Yeah,
the
I was
chair.
like,
It's just
Just
his
chilling.
mouse. Yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, so we only have 5 of those potions left because I used it last night. And I saw a hole form right underneath, like, outside.
Like the holes that we saw.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. I was fucking around. Sorry, ignore that.
I was like,
Sorry,
damn.
I was fucking around. Sorry, I was
Aw.
fucking.
Ta-da!
I was fucking around. No. Sorry, no. That no. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was fucking around. Don't worry about that. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Did you
Sorry.
see what made the hole, or like did it just
I
pop out?
didn't.
But I think I saw, like, a skull move one way and then it went down.
Like it moved side to side?
Kind of. It went, like, to one side and then it just went down.
To the like into the ground, or it just went like down, like
I guess into the ground because I saw a hole form.
Yeah.
oh.
I think that they created the hole in a way, but not entirely.
Like to like travel through, maybe?
Maybe, but it did go by pretty fast, so I only got a glimpse.
Mm. That's strange. Did you see anything else, or was it just that?
That was it.
Hmm.
And
Interesting.
then everything looked back to looking all beautiful and happy.
Yeah.
Which,
a beautiful life
no. Yeah.
with eggs and bacon and toast.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully when we go to the well, we'll get more information, but that's good. Well, not good, but it's good information to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you guys finish that conversation and you descend down the stairs, you're a little bit groggy, but fine. You get to the tables, and all of you guys see that Luther is already hard at work behind the counter. He
Bacon
seems to be like
pancake,
sizzling
bacon,
up
bacon
some
pancake,
bacon.
bacon
He
pancake,
doesn't seem to
bacon
be
in a
doing
pancake.
pancakes, but he seems to be like smushing and like rolling out doughs of bread. He looks at you, goes, you're up quite early. And he kind of gestures to the empty tavern. Well, you get the freshest bread, you get the freshest bacon, you get everything fresh. And you watch as he goes over to what looks like he disappeared. All right, what looks like like an oven of some kind, and starts sliding in loaves of these breads. And yeah, he starts to prep up eggs, slices of crispy bacon, and now he's baking some bread at the moment. You can see that his face, as he turns around and like comes back to the counter, he starts pushing out some of the eggs and bacon. You can see that his face is pale and he looks kind of stressed. Like he has bags underneath his eyes. His face are like pale and gaunt, and he doesn't. He's wearing the same outfit he wore yesterday, exact same outfit.
Didn't win
Are
last
you
night.
alright?
Yeah, like last night, and it's very obviously he didn't really. It's very obvious that it looks like he didn't sleep well last night.
Yeah. Did you win last night?
He goes, "A win? Well, what are you talking about?"
Um.
You know, when you went to go play cards, when you went to go sleep.
Oh, I stopped playing cards years ago. Gambling is not
Huh?
good for me.
Wait, what?
Decca, are you here?
Yes.
Decca, with your passive perception check of 19, you glance around the room. And that table, and I know you weren't here, but your character was. That table right there, bunch of playing cards spread out on that table, right, if you recall, in front of where the husband used to sit before you guys went upstairs. And Larry, you turn around and you hear Luther goes, "Yes, I don't really gamble. It gets very addictive for me. So gambling, no. I gave that up years ago. Years ago.
But you and your
Me and my who?
husband.
Weren't you playing with your husband last night with some friends?
Yeah.
well, I guess you saw right through me, yeah? Husband, no. I've been trying for a long time. Don't really do well with the women. But I haven't had any luck getting a man. Never been married in my life. You can see as he kind of like raises his hands in the air, kind of like
Was that
this.
scalded dip?
You
Hold
see, you
on.
see the very as he raises his hands in the air and he starts like passing the food around. You can still see a very obvious silver band ring on one of his finger on his ring finger, and he just doesn't seem to acknowledge it.
Where did you get the ring?
What did I get the what?
I point to his fingers.
He watches, he looks down at his finger and he goes, "Oh, this." He watches, he kind of blinks and goes, "Ah, my mother probably gave me this. Yeah, it looks like something my mother would give me. Oh, man, must have forgotten to take it off. No worries." He watches, he starts to try to take it off, but if anyone, if you observe anybody who's ever gotten married for a long time, that shit sticks. And you watch as he starts to try to pull it, and it's not budging. It's been on there for years. And he goes, "Ah, it's quite tight. Looks like my mom really. Oh, I didn't realize she had such small fingers." You watch as he start pulling, and after a few more, it like slides out, and your skin around is super light, right? Everything else around his that ring is dark and tanned, but the spot where that ring is very light. He watches, he looks at it, and goes, "Yeah, well, have a good breakfast, and you know, if I ever get a date, Larry, you'll be the first to know, huh?
Yeah.
Have a good breakfast, yes." And
Yep.
you watch as he starts to gather up some of the you know the pans that he put out with the eggs, and he goes back behind the counter and starts to like wash it.
You ever forget about me, you're dead.
I really hope though we're gonna be able to save that guy.
And
Oh,
that's
was that the
all you
skull
guys
that I
witnessed.
saw? Was that the skull that I saw? Did I
What
witness
skull
someone
did you see?
dying? Oh no.
What are you talking about?
I look over at Moonchild.
Ben, eat your
I
bacon.
don't know.
I'm not eating any of this food.
Why?
Why? We saw what was in the kitchen of the other building. Why would you guys eat this food?
Ah,
Because at the end of
who
the
ate
day,
the
we
food?
still. Who ate the food? I haven't ate anything yet.
Everybody but me. Deca wasn't here, so I
ate
say
the
he
food
has to eat it.
yesterday.
Who ate the food?
No, you
I ate
guys
the food
literally ordered
yesterday,
it.
but
You
I
ate it
haven't
last night.
Well,
Yeah, I
yeah,
ate the
you
food
ate it
last
last night.
but I haven't ate this food.
No,
haven't-
but
you
you still ate
you
it.
haven't-
He's asking who ate last night.
Is it
Oh,
magic
last night,
mushrooms?
yeah.
Ugh, you're right. But now I feel
Okay.
bad because he cooked it now.
Well, you guys are staring right now what looks like very freshly made eggs, bacon, and apparently freshly made loaves of bread. That is what you see.
If it doesn't make make your tummy upsetty, then it's fine.
I mean,
True.
you can take another,
That
take a
is
dose.
what
We
you
have 6 doses left. Take a dose and see.
No.
No.
That is what you see.
Kid with an
No.
EpiPen wants to try peanut butter.
Well, we already ate yesterday. We don't.
We got
need
6
to eat
doses left.
now.
5 actually. You have you have
They
5.
don't know. They have.
Yeah. They don't know, but yes, you have 5.
Oh, that's terrible, Deca. That's a skit. We got.
Oh boy.
To be fair, anyone with
Oh, now I kind of realize that the food is kind of when
I was gonna say anyone with an allergy, you still seek medical attention even after using the EpiPen. It's only
Yeah,
temporary.
exactly.
Claimer across the screen. We do not endorse being stupid with EpiPens.
All right. So,
Um,
what do you guys want to do?
I
And
We're
now, if
just
you guys don't
staring at
eat
the
it, he's gonna
food.
be upset.
We're kind of just
Ooh.
staring at the food, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys are staring at the food. Luther doesn't seem to be paying attention. He seems to be very cleaning, but
I mean, we
he still
ate
has this.
just
Yeah,
we
he
ate
still
it
looks.
yesterday, and we were just fine.
How do you feel?
I
I give
feel
it to
like a million
Baja.
bucks.
Yeah, I say give all of it to Bob.
Yeah, Baja's gonna eat it all.
Baja kind of sniffs and goes, "Hell no," and he just kind of shakes his head and goes, "I am not going to eat that."
I don't know. He kind of like, he's like, I want to eat the belladonna root, so I feel like he would.
We will let Baja figure that one out. But right now, yeah. So I'm just gonna say for now, Baja does not want to eat it, and Irina goes, and you can see that Irina and Araba have already started eating, and then like especially Araba, like Irina has only eaten like a little bit of her bread, but Araba has stuffed her face full with this bacon.
I think
and
you should
her,
just eat
like you have her
at
cheeks are
least a
wide,
little
and she
bit.
goes,
Wait a minute, is this human
We're-
flesh?
"We're not supposed to eat the food, but I'm hungry."
I toss a piece of one of my rations over.
Wait a minute, is this human flesh? Because where are they getting all this meat from?
Take another dose and find out. We have plenty.
Yeah, find out. Shit.
No, we don't have plenty.
We
Fuck
have
around and
6
find out.
doses left. What do you mean?
No, we have 5 doses left.
What do you mean?
All right, look, I think we should just eat a little bit anyways. We have a long day ahead of us. If it's bad, good, whatever. We've gone through worse.
I'm
Ben
not
almost
eating it.
died.
We have rations. We don't need to risk
I've
eating
died multiple
food from
times. I've
here.
been through worse. And
Ben's died
I don't think
20 more
it's
times.
How many uses does my dragonfly have, or is it unlimited?
What is that?
Your jade dragonfly?
Yeah.
What is
You do realize your jade dragonfly only goes around and kills mosquitoes, right?
Yeah, how many? Is it unlimited uses, or does it use...
Oh, it's a one-time use. It's a trinket. It's not.
It's a one-time use?
Well, no, I mean like until it recharges the next dawn.
Oh, so it's every day.
Yeah, it's every day. You get one. You get to use it once.
Once a day.
Yeah. You also
activate my
you
jade
get a
dragonfly.
feeling that
Why?
the that wizard girl probably should have only made it a one-time use because she would have definitely scammed the shit out of everyone.
If it's one time a day, yeah, I'm cool with using it now. I use it.
Why? For what?
Because if there are flies around the food, it'll eat it.
How
How does that make it better?
Because then we'll know it's bad food.
Okay.
Without having to waste...
But wouldn't the
Is
flies...
that what you want to do?
I activate it.
Wouldn't
Okay.
they be underneath the illusion as well?
Let's find out.
I don't know. Would they?
Okay. I'm about to find out, I guess.
You watch as you kind of like lift up the fly and kind of like rub. You follow the instructions that were given to you by Jarina. You kind of like inscribe like a half moon and then kind of swipe through the middle as if fire starts to activate. And you watch as a small little green jade creature flies around the room, zipping left and right, before and landing back inside the open palm of your hand. If you remember, it doesn't eat flies.
It says flies.
Oh, it should only meet mosquitoes.
It says mosquitoes
No,
and
it
flies.
says when activated, flies around you, killing mosquitoes. Sorry, it should only say mosquitoes.
Bruh.
It's in my notes, dude. You want?
It's in the description.
Fine. I'll change it.
If that's the case, that's fine. But I need to know that.
Either way, there are no flies. Essentially, sorry. I'll retcon that then in my notes. I'll just add it real quick. Yeah, there are no flies.
Well, yeah, I don't think it's rotten or dead. I think they're eating people now.
Well, at least it's not rotten. So if you guys want to eat it, you go
Because these
ahead. But I'm
people
not
do
going
end
to.
up vanishing and disappearing, and no one remembers them. But we all know that they're clearly here. So where do they go?
I don't know. Where did they go?
I don't know, but it's Jeffrey Dahmer.
What if he's chopping up his
I
husband?
mean, technically, I wouldn't really care if I eat people or not.
What if he's chopping up his
but
husband?
Why would he do that?
He doesn't know. He doesn't even remember he was married.
But why would he do that to another person?
What if he doesn't
even
know?
if-
What if he
because
sees it as a
even
pig?
Even if it was his
Deception.
husband.
It was deception.
What
though,
if he sees it
because
as a pig?
Our reality is different as our own.
He doesn't know.
I don't know. You want to investigate?
Well, you guys.
I
can,
said
you can,
take
you
a
can,
dose,
you can,
but
you can,
somebody decided to waste one.
She didn't waste one. She gave
She
us
hasn't told me anything. As
She
far as I
gave
know, it's
me
wasted.
valuable information.
What information?
You don't worry about it.
what?
Don't worry about it.
He said, "Don't worry about it."
One
Okay.
of these
Well,
days.
We'll let you know later.
Loci, give
yeah.
me strength.
Losai said to grow a pair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
There's no response from low size. Yeah, there's zero response for low size, and you kind of just muttered it, and like he's not gonna reply to something.
No, I wasn't
Happening.
actually.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, I don't think
I was
he's
just
gonna
like,
reply to
Loci,
something.
give me strength.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do?
All right. Well,
Kinda just-
either way, I think we should still eat. Either way, we cannot
Yeah,
just
might
go
as
without
well.
eating.
I'm chilling. I have my rations if I need it.
Well, if you have your rations and you're eating, that's fine.
Yeah,
As long
well,
as you're
yeah, we'll take the
eating, but
consequences,
we just
yeah.
cannot go without eating. So eat if you
Yeah,
have
don't
nothing
worry, we'll
else.
take-
But we do need the energy to where we're gonna go next. So.
Decca, you gonna eat the food here?
Mhm.
Cool. Let's go to the well.
Squidward. Good.
You guys are going to the well.
Yeah, I think we should.
Well, we gotta know. We gotta go see about getting more potion, right? Or are we not gonna do that anymore?
Potion for what? The insight?
Yeah.
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 Are we still doing that or no?
Well, didn't they say
Yeah.
that they didn't have it?
That'd
Like,
have to be a
on the
custom
shelf?
order. You're
Yeah.
right. All right, yeah, to the well.
Didn't you guys have to go get your stuff there that you got? Don't you want that first?
What are you
What time
guys
is? What time? Hey, Luther.
Oh, yes.
What time do the shops open? Like Sage's Pages?
Oh, well. Let me see what day it is. He kind of like scrabbles through some notes and he goes, "Oh, yeah, it is. This is the end of the Hammer's day, so Jarina's gonna be sleeping in. She'll probably wake up at around 10, maybe noon. That girl, when she runs that shop, she does whatever she wants. I tell you.
What about the blacksmith?
Oh, him, yes. Zarafton, he's going to be wide awake.
All right. Well, we can go to the raft and then to the well, I guess.
Zarafton's, yeah, it's up to you.
All right,
Okay.
sounds good.
Yeah, thanks for the meal. It was delicious.
Yes, you totally, yeah. Of course, just you know, try not to get in trouble. He gives you
No
a smile and wave.
promises.
All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
cool. We're gonna move you
Huh?
guys back to the Zarovich landing
Did you
map
knock?
here. So
I
Zarafton's
heard
Edge is
something.
where you
It
guys
might
are
have been a
going.
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Cool.
guess cause well, we're gonna go buy sages, right? Do you know, like, with an eyesight of it?
I mean, you can look on the map. Zarafton's right there. You guys have to cross the bridge.
Yeah.
To
So
get
like,
to
it's
the
with an
village.
eyesight. Can we see if it's open or not? Or no?
Yeah, as you guys make your way over to Zarafton's Edge, there's a lot less people wandering around the town today. Maybe it's
Well,
because
that's
it's
good.
nearing the weekend or so, or maybe it's because people are going missing. You're not exactly sure, but there aren't that many people around today. Just
Mm.
a little bit odd. As you guys go to cross the bridge, Gekka, you glance up at the giant sort of clock tower, and you notice that it's about 9 in the morning, right on the dot. But unlike the other days, no one's ringing the bells. You don't hear the typical 9 rings from the bell that you're used to anymore, Larry. All is
Yeah.
silent, and as Dekka kind of watches the minute hand tick to 9:01, there's silence. All right, so
Because he died. The man we can't remember died.
you
We can't
guys
remember his face.
make your way to Zarafton's Edge. I didn't map out the map for that, but you guys enter into a pretty lightly busy sort of movement morning for Zerafter's Edge. You can see that Zaron, the the head blacksmith, the short halfling man, looks up and he goes, "Oi, okay, looks like you're here for your things. No worries, no worries. Give me 1 second." You watch as he kind of shuffles over to like a container with a lock on it. You watch as he unlocks it with a key, and from within he goes, "Right, I've got here a dark steel sickle for a Baja." He kind of places it on a table with like a cloth over it. He goes, "It looks like here a concealed sheath and quick draw sort of mechanism for a dagger. I think that was for a Ben. Here you go." You watch as he kind of places it on the table. Uh, and I'll quickly just basically that just gives Loci a little bit extra properties. That's all. It doesn't really.
Yeah.
It's not like a big major up.
It just
Great, so-
allows me to pull it without taking action. It's
Yeah.
kind of, it hides better.
Okay. And with that, Serafton kind of like closes his hand and goes, "All right, that's all I had, unless I am wrong. The Dark Steel Sickle was for Baja here. Should really help him out in a pinch." And you watch his Baja kind of like admires this like pitch black blade of a sickle with this like bone looking handle. Looks really, it looks like kind of very
I said I need
imposing.
something to drink.
You don't have any more tea in there?
No.
Yes.
Spooky.
Yeah, and it looks very imposing as you watch his Baja kind of like swings it through the air, and every single time he swings it through a patch of shadows, the Dark Steel Sickle almost like moves a little bit faster. It's just kind of like glides through the shadows much easier. Yeah, he goes, "Well, anything else I can do for you now that you're here?"
I don't think so.
Yeah. Except, Larry, you do notice something strange.
I do. Okay.
Do you remember that young boy the other day who was really bad at smithing and kept getting whacked on the head?
Is he missing?
You don't
The
need to see
Deku.
him.
Oh
Mhm.
no!
You
It's getting worse.
you notice at the Enville where that young puffy-eyed man who was sort of crying and kept getting whacked over the head for being a terrible blacksmith
Baby bitch.
Mhm.
is empty. You see hammers, nails, and tongs scattered upon the floor, but no young halfling.
Hey, where's your apprentice at?
You watch as Zaron kind of looks over and goes, "My apprentice." He looks to where you're pointing at the end and goes, "Oh, no apprentice there. I've just been too lazy to clean up that mess.
Mm.
I tell ya, one of these days I'll have my free time. Whew. Boy, I'll clean this place right up. But oh, no. I've only got two apprentices." You watch as he kind of like gestures to a young man and another young woman. And they're kind of give you like a quick, like, like acknowledgement before they like heads back down. Working as one of them seems to be sharpening a dagger, the other one seems to be like banging like a part of like this plate armor together.
Oh god.
Okay.
Alright, well, this shit getting serious.
And he goes, "Why? Should I get another apprentice?"
No. I mean, no. It just wondering. I'm pretty sure I saw someone here, but
Oh, no. I don't know what you're talking about. There shouldn't be anyone here unless I'm incredibly wrong.
Uh, I can't remember. Did you say that the Pages pages did look closed?
No. Oh yeah. No, yeah. It looks close. Yeah.
Okay. I remember asking and I didn't know the answer. Is this trash?
no, yeah, no. I was just wondering as well. That's okay.
Well, all right then. You go have fun. Whatever you're doing. Hey, Mariam, what did I tell you about that hammer hand? And you watch as he starts to go back, get to work. Probably going to go back, start yelling at his pupils again. But yeah,
Bro,
a
this
young
is
halfling
oh
boy
my
is
god.
missing.
We're gonna start forgetting each other now. This is scary.
You guys make your way. You guys make your way out of.
But what I don't understand is how do we still remember these people, but they don't?
Probably because it hasn't affected us because we haven't been there that long. Ryan, don't smile like that.
Yeah,
I
but
have no
I've been
idea.
here for a while.
Ryan's like, I don't know.
I've been here for a while,
Oh, I
and
have no idea. I'm just as lost as you guys are, to be honest.
Shut
Wow.
up.
I'm lost. He says. Wow.
I'm so lost,
Imagine if he
guys.
actually is and he's being fed this through an earpiece.
Yeah, that was somebody. No, I'm looking at where this man went. So,
I'm just confused because like we still remember, but I've been here for the longest.
Longest, and I still remember.
well,
Do
Like
you?
I knew these
yeah,
people.
but you also
But it is
you
affecting
can't
you
seem
more
to
than
remember.
us.
You can't seem to remember the guy that was turning on, like, lighting all the lanterns. And you're pretty sure you've seen him
Well,
before.
yeah, we've seen him, but I feel like if we see them, we forget about them. But like, if they're like important, I'm sorry not to say he's not important, but like important people, we seem to remember much easier than people who just light up lanterns.
Yeah, well, I mean, how much time have you had to talk with the kid?
We had a lot of time to talk with the kid, much more than we talk with the dude with the lantern.
That's true.
But then that still wouldn't make sense because then the person with the husband would have remembered because they spend literally a long time with each other, so they would have at least
Mm.
had still remember what they look like.
Yeah, it's a
But they
mystery, all right.
immediately forgot.
Oh yeah, it's a mystery, all right.
It's because
A
of
real
the main
head
characters,
scratcher.
honestly.
It's a
Honestly,
real
we're
head
just the main
scratcher.
character. No, we're the main characters.
Ryan.
That's just how it is.
Okay, I will say it's not main character plot defense. I will say that because I've always hated that, but no, it's definitely not that. I can assure
Yeah.
you there's a reason. But so
All right.
off to
Well,
Sage's pages.
is it
Yeah, we're-
open?
You guys kind of like walk over the bridge, and you can see that the shutters and like the door seems to be closed, and the sign is flipped to closed.
Yeah.
okay.
Indeed,
Is the door
Jarina,
open?
you could always
Like,
try.
can we open? Yeah, can I try it?
Yeah, you go up to the door. You try. Seems to be locked. There seems to be a padlock on it. Yeah, it just seems to be locked.
Knock on the door.
Okay. We knocked on the door.
After about a minute or so, another 2 minutes, no one seems to answer.
Okay.
We'll come back later. But
Yeah.
we definitely have to go to the well now because this is getting a little scary.
Yeah. At this point, like people are dropping like flies. It's like they know we're hunting them now. So now they're like making things much more difficult for us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Next
You guys
thing
want to go to the well?
we know, Ben's gonna be like, "Who? Who are you?"
Who, where?
Okay. You guys make your way across the bridge to the eastern side of Lake Zarovich, going up towards northern Zarovich.
Mm.
And
Now
You
I'm kind
arrive
of worried. Is the clinic
at
like?
the well.
Is the woman in the clinic still there? Because there's a
You
lot of
want to
people
check?
that kept vanishing
You want to check?
so fast. I mean, I want to check, but I know we're already here at the well. There's no reason to go check. But
I feel like if we
I feel
go
like-
into the well and see what's going on, I feel like we'll get more answers than just like
Yeah.
seeing who else is missing. So
Yeah.
I think we'll get more answers here.
Okay. So, to the well it is. You guys arrive at this this well is actually a rather massive well. You actually it's about like 40 feet in diameter. And you can see like multiple like winches, like about 4 winches, all like making cardinal directions, holding up these buckets. Like these winches where you can like go down and like crank and pull up buckets of water. Larry, you've been at this well multiple times. You haven't really had a need to really check it out or anything. You know it's a well. It supposedly has water. Why would there be buckets, right? And as you guys kind of look down into the well, those with dark vision, so I think everybody here except Baha, um,
Uh-huh.
and for the sake of this, we'll say that
Dark vision
Baha,
OP.
Baha and Irina. Irina goes, actually, I think you might be right about checking on the doctor. why don't Baja, Arabelle, and I we'll go check on the doctor and just sort of make sure everything's okay over there.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Yeah. So you watch as Baja, Irina, and Arabelle kind of go over to the Calm Tides clinic, both as protection and both as just to make sure that everything's not weird over there. But the rest
Mhm.
of you, with your dark vision, you guys see down into a well. You can see about maybe six. You see about 60-ish, 70-ish feet down before it gets pitch black. The well seems to go a little bit farther than that.
Well, I think we should cut to the chase and put Deca in the bucket and send him down.
What?
You are the smallest.
Into the bucket I go. I'm going
Okay.
on an adventure.
Eka, you feel yourself hoisted up and into
Go
this.
save little
this
Timmy.
This bucket is like it barely fits you. It just barely fits you. It's like a huge bucket. It's probably like 10 gallons worth. You guys watch as you slowly start to winch him down. Who's doing this?
Tie him with
I
some
will,
rope
I'm the
to the
strongest.
to the rope bucket itself, so if he falls out
Okay.
of the bucket, he won't just plummet.
Okay, wait, do we
Well,
have rope?
okay.
We have ton. Oh wait,
Who has rope?
What happened to our rope?
You're all remembering that one city and that one riot and that one fire and that one bag of holding we used to have.
Okay, yeah, yes, yeah. All right, Larry. How much rope do you want to use? You have. I think you have what, like
I think we
50?
have some. We just don't have as much as we did.
How much
Okay,
rope
I
do you
have
have, Larry?
50 rope.
All
How
the
much
single
do you guys
ladies.
think we
All the
need?
single ladies.
I
Also,
mean,
by the
how
way-
much-
I have 10
How-
feet.
I have 30.
Okay.
By the way,
I have-
the backpacks. If you click middle mouse on them, or you can actually open the backpack. So the backpacks actually hold stuff. Like I was able to program it to actually hold stuff.
Oh,
So
Where's our
backpack.
backpack?
You passed it right now, right
if
there.
you look
Oh, I
under
see.
containers,
Containers?
Middle mouse
yeah.
button. Ooh.
middle mouse button, it should open up your actual backpack.
Did you program
so,
it to have like a limit?
Can't,
Yeah, yeah.
I
and
can't see backpack.
Yeah.
it's under containers, under inventory, right under your thieves tools. There should say container backpack.
Inventory.
And-
I can't see the token, like the token thing. The only thing I see is utility and it's locked.
Oh
Can't
no,
see it.
yeah. Just go into the top right. Click your character sheet. Just access your character sheet.
Um.
Yeah. Yeah. Without your HUD, I don't think your thing opens.
Oh.
Okay, so if you scroll down past thieves tools, I managed. It took a little bit of time, but I managed to find a way to have it so that you can actually fill up backpacks like actual containers. And as long as they hit the 30-pound weight limit, which by the way, your weight is at the bottom, that bar at the bottom of your inventory. That's how much you can carry at all times. So we can actually start tracking weight now. So that is actually something we can
I
do.
still don't see my backpack.
Right
Unless I'm just,
under inventory on your character sheet, you
Under the
at the
gold?
top there should be a search item. You can just type in backpack.
Okay.
You see that little bar that says search items?
Yeah.
You can literally search for
I
your
found
backpack.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
I found it.
If you middle click on it, middle mouse
Middle
click.
click? Yeah.
Yep, middle mouse scroll click or just yep. There, so you have 50 feet of
Yeah.
rope inside that backpack and 10 days worth of rations. So
Oh.
yeah, so
I
now
thought I just
backpacks
ate
actually
that.
do shit now. Yeah, backpacks do shit now. All right. So how much rope are you guys using?
Well, how far can we see down?
Well,
Again?
you guys know that the limit of your dark vision is roughly 60 feet. So it seems to go a
So-
little bit. It seems to go further than 60
Definitely
feet.
goes further than 60. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, I don't want to use all 50 of my rope.
No, there's enough rope to lower him down on the well. That's what it's designed for. We just need
Yeah.
to tie some rope around him to the rope itself.
To make
so if he
sure that-
falls
yeah,
out
so
of
to
the
make sure
bucket,
that-
he
yeah.
doesn't just fall to his death.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Okay,
fall. Yeah.
well then,
yeah.
how much rope are you?
I have
do you
30.
think?
I'll put 20 in. Deca has how much?
Let me check real
30.
quick.
Deca.
Deca has
30.
10 feet.
Oh, he has 10. Oh.
Okay, let's not
Yeah.
waste his 10. How much do you have?
Okay,
I don't
have
know
50.
if I have any. I don't think I have any.
I'll put 20 in. so
Moonchild,
it's
if I
only
remember
10.
correctly, you actually might not have. Check your backpack. Let's see. No, you do. You have 50 feet of rope in your backpack.
Okay,
Oh.
so 20 from each of us should give us enough to
Yeah.
save him if
20
it's
All right.
worst
Yep.
case
Make sure you
scenario.
drop that down as you guys start to work together and start cutting up the ropes and kind of like tying them together. You tie them around Deca's waist. Deca, you hop on into the bucket, and one person is lowering, and who's lowering and who's gonna hang onto the rope when Deca like gets out of the bucket.
Well, I should probably lower.
I actually don't see it on hers, but she never used it, so I'm pretty sure she does.
Moonchild it's in her backpack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here, you're gonna hover
Yeah.
over it and then you click on the in my head.
Yeah.
Middle mouse button, scroll button. Yeah. All right.
You click on
So
this button here.
Larry, you want to
and it
lower, or
pops
do you
up
want to
your
hold
packet
on to?
inventory.
Do you want to be the
So
anchor,
you're 50.
Deca's anchor, or do you want to lower the bucket?
There
I
you go.
will
Edit that.
lower.
Well, someone's gonna have to anchor Deca, otherwise he's just gonna.
I'll anchor him. Or no, Baja's not with us
Also,
anymore,
how
right?
do I get rid of? How do I
Baja's
put
not
that
with us,
down?
right?
Baja's not with us. He
Okay,
went to
then yeah,
the
I'll
clinic.
anchor him.
So to edit your hempen rope, on the right hand side of that little small backpack, you should see like what looks like a pencil
Yours is fixed.
and like a pad. It should say edit item.
Pencil.
Right underneath. So if you see hempen rope, you go to the right, you see the column that says quantity,
Yeah. I see
weight.
it.
Yep, and there should be this small little like pencil kind of thing that lets you edit the item directly, and you just instead of 50 feet, just say however many feet is left. Cool. So Ben, I'm gonna need you to roll a strength check, and then Larry, I'm gonna need you to roll a strength check. Deca,
Yes.
you're at the mercy of your
Oh my
friends right now. As they start to look, you're sitting in this like bucket that barely fits you. You're kind of like squished in tight, kind of like hunching down. Your friends start to lower you. Ben is anchoring you right now. You have this rope tied around your stomach, and he's anchoring. He's bracing against the the well. As Larry is gonna start cranking you
I
down.
can't for
You
some
said I'm
reason
sorry. You
figure
said
out
I am
how-
rolling a strength check.
Yeah, I'll change it for you, Larry. It's fine.
Yeah, thanks. I'm
You said
like
30
I'm
feet?
struggling so hard.
It's fine. It's fine. I did
Yeah,
it for
because
you.
I only got rid of 20. Yeah, so it's
Okay,
53.
cool. All right, cool. Yeah, strength
then
checks
it's-
from Larry and strength check from Ben.
Yeah, I'm just
I
there
just-
looking pretty.
So I click this.
I don't
Yes.
see. Oh, wait, it's up here.
Strength check. Yeah, just your stats are at the
It's
top. Of
it's
the
an ability
report
check,
sheet.
right? And that's not an attribute.
Yeah, yeah. It's ability check.
So guys, what should I do?
16, 12, 14, not bad. All right. Yeah. What do you want Moonshot to do?
I'm like, yeah, what do I do?
Cast a fireball straight down.
He's right on top of Deca.
Give him some light.
I would want to
Um,
go.
like-
I would want to go with him, but we're both not
I
gonna
don't think
fit.
you'd be able to fit.
We're not
He said
gonna
Deca
fit.
barely fits.
It's barely.
We might be
fits
able to
Deca.
lower you down with a rope itself, but not with the bucket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right, Deca, you start to get yourself lowered. Larry, you're lowering. You're pretty steady.
Mhm.
But Ben, about halfway like to that like 50 feet, your hands kind of like are starting to burn a little bit. You kind of like reposition, and Deca, you feel yourself sway back and forth, and you're like gripping the rope around you, like trying to steady yourself. After a few seconds, you're okay. As you said, descend the rest of the way. How much rope did you guys use?
We use
And
20 each.
Total? Yeah,
Well,
20.
you-
40,
60.
80.
80,
No,
80.
Oh,
okay.
no,
40,
60.
60.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
60.
it's 60.
No,
60? Okay.
60 because Deca didn't use any because he only has 10.
Okay. Deca, you continue to descend past 60 feet, 70, 80 feet. Ben, you're running out of rope as you watch as the rope slips out of your hand and follows Deca down. Deca.
You dropped Deca?
I didn't drop him. I ran out of rope.
Why did
Ran
you
out
keep
Deca.
sending him down?
I didn't get a choice.
Yeah.
Deca. You land. You guys watch as you guys hear a as Larry, you finish lowering Deca. Deca, you are floating over a pool of water, and in the distance right in front of you, you can see this sort of like tunnel hallway as this stream snakes forward. What do you want to do? You're kind of like sitting on this bucket like a little boat. You're kind of like rocking back and
Going
forth.
on a trip in my favorite bucket ship, going
I scream
through
down,
the
"Deca!"
canal.
Deca, you good?
You good?
I'm going on a trip in my favorite bucket
Totally
ship.
echoing.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Do you guys want to go down with him then, or?
How,
You know what?
It's
Cowabunga,
water
I jumped
jump.
down.
Oh
How
shit!
deep is
Okay.
Cowabunga.
All right,
No,
Larry already
Larry.
said fuck it. You watch as Larry whoop, parkours over and starts to plummet straight down. You're falling. Okay, so you're falling.
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. We could have
Okay.
used Mage Hand.
Yeah. Um,
Oh,
I'm gonna need
do
you.
it. Do it. Then go falling down.
what you need me to do?
You're gonna need to roll me a
I mean, it's all good. It's just water.
Is it strength or constitution? I'll say a constitution saving throw as you plummet
Oh,
straight down. It is
Constitution
water
saving throw.
though. It is water though. So you, if
Well,
you
it should be
make the
like 5
constitution
feet deep.
But
Usually the
water gets
regs are different
solid from a
lakes.
certain speed and height.
exactly right.
Yeah, it
So
depends on how you fall in, though.
she's plummeting 90 feet.
Oh,
If you succeed on the constitution saving throw, you will take half of 29 damage. Otherwise, you'll take the full 29 damage as you
I mean, she'll be fine.
plunge
She has
straight
like
down.
50 health.
I have
Go ahead.
44.
Go ahead and roll me a constitution saving throw as you
Okay,
brace
wait,
your
where's
body.
this Constitution saving throw at? Is it just regular Constitution?
Yeah, so click the constitution button at the top of your sheet, and
Oh,
then
saving throw. I see.
yeah, saving throw, yeah.
Wait, it's a well though, right?
Yeah, so she's gonna plummet right
Couldn't
into
you
water.
make like a star shape and slowly go down?
That's
Oh,
what
she's
that
falling.
was my thought process. I was gonna
She's
like
falling.
slide down.
No, I
You guys,
jumped down.
you guys watch as Larry goes, whoop! And Dekka, you are sitting there. You're kind of like just debating whether you should go forward. All you hear is, and then boom, this massive
hear
like,
I feel like,
Cowabunga.
man,
yeah, you hear Caliban is a massive, almost tidal wave. Splash, you feel yourself getting knocked off
feel
of
like
your little
Iron Man,
bucket,
he's like-
falling into the water. You
after meeting the
come
guy.
up, Larry. You take 29 divided by 2, so you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you smash right into the water.
Ooh.
You manage to brace yourself, which is fine, but you still do take 14 points of falling damage. You hit the water. Drop,
That
drop
sounds
off-
painful.
Go ahead and drop off your HP. But right now, you guys are both treading water. The well itself seems to be deeper, but the water, like, it's deeper. You're not sure exactly how far deep down it goes, but yeah, that's how much that's what you do. Go ahead, Moonshot.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand,
Okay.
and I'm gonna climb on top of that shit.
Okay.
And
Me too.
I guess Ben will join me as well.
Okay. All right. Cool. So you're gonna use your mage hand to basically winch yourself, like
Gently
crank
lower
yourself
us
right?
down the thing. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. What's your range of mage hand?
30 feet.
You managed, yeah, very easily. You and Ben together managed to go down 30 feet before you, Moonshot. You feel
Wait, it's not coming down with us?
the mage hand is
Isn't it-
holding the winch. It's
No,
winching.
we wanted it to hold us and lower us down the pole.
Oh, I see. So you're
Yeah.
not winching. You're not winching. Okay, cool.
No.
Cool.
We're going down with it.
That would not have been a good.
We are lowering.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, it's holding to both of your ropes, right? And
Yeah.
lowering you guys as are you guys climbing or are you guys in the bucket?
We're in the hand. Aren't we?
Can we stand on the hand?
how
Or
big-
we
how
can't.
big- A mage hand is like twice the size of your normal hand. It can only carry 10 pounds. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing. Because otherwise you're gonna plummet and you're gonna take 96 points of
I
bludgeoning
thought it could
damage.
like pick people up. And stuff.
You watch
This is
too
not-
much
this
of
is-
that
this is-
show.
You guys are watching too much Critical Role where they're like level 15 or something. That's
Aw.
big.
She
Big's hand.
hasn't
That's a 6th
watched.
level spell slot. That's a 6th level spell slot.
Yeah, no, guys, you're gonna get damage either way. Just jump for glory.
I'm gonna do my original thought
I'm gonna
process.
die
It's just
if I do that.
star,
actually.
like use my hands
Like
to
a-
like slow myself down and it's
Okay.
like
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
wall crawl
Yeah,
my
go
way
ahead.
down.
Go ahead and make me a athletics check then, as you start to like star shape inch your way down.
Athletics.
I'm
you
gonna
said.
say that it's gonna be it is gonna be difficult because, like I said, the well is about 40 feet in diameter. So you're like gonna
Man.
have to like really like squish yourself against the wall as you kind of like spider climb your way down. Athletics check. Moonshot, how are you getting down?
Fuck, I don't know. I have
You
no
jumped
idea.
outcatched.
Bruh, no, it's a
Nice.
90.
Ben,
He dropped.
you managed to do it pretty successfully. A couple times your feet slipped once or twice as you're starting to climb down, but otherwise you make it down into the water. You jump down, you start treading water with Dekka and Larry. So you're down. Moonchild, how are you getting down?
Fuck. I have no idea.
Do you have the Featherfall spell?
That's
I've
wrong.
never
Okay.
even heard of it, so I don't think so.
I'm like, I've never heard of
All right, well then,
that.
You
never mind then.
do what Deku
Ryan.
did.
Do what Deca did.
Deku.
Dec.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
would have-
remember the episode we
No one's
watched?
gonna be able to
Where
bring
he
it.
used his force
Oh.
to push him back up. Right
I
before
don't
he-
have that kind of power.
Do that with the
thank you.
fireball.
No. I would kill myself instantly. Crack my neck, rearrange my spine, my chakras. No. Fuck, I don't know. Should have taken me with you.
Why don't you have the
Jump! I'll
like,
catch you.
Do what your first. Do what
How are you gonna
first
catch
play.
her? You're treading water. To catch someone, you need to have an actual.
Oh,
surface
it's
to
deep
stand on.
enough for my 6 feet body
Oh
to
no,
go
it's
under.
way deeper than 6 feet, homie.
Oh, I thought it was like
It's
a
a hood-
sewer.
What if I use
No, it's the whole well.
alter-
It goes straight down, and then the river goes outwards. So it's a big. None of you guys dove down to see how deep this river is. Right in front of
Nah.
you, there's a tunnel. The river snakes right through the tunnel.
What if I?
Oh, we're all
People
gonna have.
did it.
What if I? No, I'm not athletic like you. I'm squishy.
Why don't you
Oh.
use what your first original plan was? Have the spirit thing guide you down. Like use the pull up the bucket and then you sit on the bucket and then have it roll it down.
Because
Well,
it's only a 30 feet range, so after 30 feet, it would just plummet me down.
The rest of the 60 feet, yeah.
There's a way to
She's gonna
do
take
this. There
s-
has to be. We have too
So
much of
I
it. ladies.
so what if I
There's
use?
no way you're gonna get hurt either way. There's
Can I-
no-
So now,
I
now,
can't-
now that you're looking, you guys can see that it is roughly about a 90-foot drop from the top of the well to the bottom. You guys currently have 50 feet, 60 feet. No, how much? 60 or 80? You have 60 feet of rope tied off. If you
I
climb down that rope, Moonchild, you have 20 feet to drop. You're gonna have to roll an athletics check to climb down, of course, to make sure you're still hanging on and not just plummeting. But if you make the athletics check, right, then you just fall 20 feet and take 2d6 damage.
Just add more rope.
How?
Pull the rope up. Add
you have
more to
more
the
rope?
end. She has more.
You
We
have
all
more rope?
do. We all saved
I,
enough.
Okay.
I have more, but y'all are already down there. I'm still up
That's
here.
what I'm saying. Add more rope and then lower
And
yourself
then
down.
tie it
if
off
you
and then
want.
drop it down. Yeah. So, yeah. So
Is that, if
you
that's
use
what
60,
you want to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
if that's what you want to do.
That works.
So if
yeah.
you have 30 feet of rope. If you have 30 feet of rope, you can just climb down, and that would be one athletics check.
Mhm.
How much more rope do you have? I know you just used 20.
I have 30 feet
30.
left.
All right. So you're gonna use the rest of your rope. Sounds good. I'll delete that from your
Or you
inventory.
can take a 10-foot drop and save some.
No.
Okay.
All right. Cool. You
My
want
fragile
Moonchild? You
feet.
pull. You guys watch as your as the rope gets pulled back up. Moonchild, you quickly tie it off, extending the rope, and then you start to climb down, sort of like rock climbers do whenever they jump off. I need you to make me an athletics check. You get only one check. I'm gonna say for the sake of this, it's gonna be a DC 13. You gotta beat a 13. As you're kind of like rappelling off the wall of the well, like
Remember you
climbing
have
down.
inspiration.
You do have inspiration. Cool. Do you want to use your inspiration?
Yeah.
That, I mean, that was a high roll. You're not going to take that much. I don't know.
Yeah.
You do you. Do you.
It's up to you.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mark it
All
off.
right, with a dirty
Yeah.
20. You guys, honestly, this is the first time you've seen Moonchild so
Oh.
athletic. This is the first time you've seen Moonchild. Moonchild, you're bounding down like naturally. You're like, "Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh." And you guys,
Whoa.
you guys watch as she lands in the water with a splash. She comes up and Moonchild, you're pretty proud of yourself now. That was pretty
You
impressive.
do a little pat on your back.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, you guys are all treading water as this river flows towards in front of you in this tunnel. There doesn't seem to be a sidewalk of any kind. The tunnel itself just seems to lead right into the distance. But you're currently treading water.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Treading water. As in like
Into
Like-
the thick of it.
Like, yeah,
like
like,
swimming.
treading water.
Oh, okay.
Into the thick of it.
Do you guys want to go continue down into the down there?
I like it that we all jumped down there without thinking, how are we gonna get back up?
It's Future S's problem.
There's rope still.
There's
We
still
can't
rope. You
reach
guys
it.
can rappel back
Said
up.
rope.
There's
No,
rope.
no.
Thanks.
Oh yeah,
It's a
no,
whole.
you
It's a
made
whole.
it longer now,
Oh,
so
it
we
goes
can
on
reach
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
thanks
Which
to
is fine.
me.
Okay, at least someone thought of it because I would have been like, well,
Okay.
Mm,
So
yeah, let's
continuing
go.
forward.
yeah,
Let's
might as
go.
well.
Alrighty then.
So your sages and by the time we get back.
You guys start treading your water.
Ooh.
Start treading water, and then you find yourself before you move. Let me describe the scene. You find yourself treading water, and finally the tunnel opens up into this almost
No, not over
cavernous area underneath, and you guys start to climb up onto the edge, almost like out of a swimming pool, as the river behind you starts to flow and split off into various different directions. It is completely pitch black in here. And so before we do anything, Foundry, whenever because you guys have dark vision, this is really cool because Roll20 didn't have this. Remember, dark vision, you can't see color. So that's why it's all grayscale at the moment. But so
Mm.
you guys find yourself climbing out into this cavernous area. What do you want to do?
So
Um,
we made it out alive.
That's cool.
I say we just go straight.
Okay.
Right?
You're on water, by the way, Moonchild. You're gonna have to tread water again. So remember, this is the
Oh,
river itself
okay.
is still there. That's still the river. This like greenish, like this water, that is still river water.
Oh.
Alright, let's
You're still gonna try to have to make your way like around this area.
Okay.
yeah, we could just
Who's going first? And if anyone wants to roll perception checks, they can. But who's going first?
I guess I probably
I
should.
want to
I am.
roll, but don't we have Deca go first because he has a higher passive?
Becca, do you want to go first?
I guess so.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Becca, go ahead.
I'm behind
Yeah,
him.
but okay.
Alright.
I mean, passive doesn't mean you see everything. By the way, you'll miss.
No, I know, but that's
you
just in
may
case.
miss
I would like to
okay.
roll for perception while we walk, but I'm behind Deca.
Okay, cool.
Ooh!
Natural 20. Nice. You guys walk through this cavern as the water kind of drips from the ceiling above. You guys can see that like the ceiling like seems to be as if the river had gone down and sloped a little bit because the cavern above you is about like 50 feet up. You guys start to move over, and Ben, with your natural 20 on your perception, you can see that this place seems to be uninhabited by normal creatures. You don't know if maybe perhaps there are other creatures down here, like denizens from deep dark places, but you do know that you don't see any footsteps of humans or humanoid creatures of any kind as you start to move your way through this area. Deca, go ahead and start moving your character where you want to go.
We're just fun.
Hmm.
Okay. Deca, there's a left or right. You find yourself what looks like like these sort of like raised pillarist platforms of some kind. Kind of. There's a pass to the left and to the right.
I might sleep soon.
Okay. At
Can
least
you have a
quiet.
cold this week?
Okay. Cool.
I need to like figure out like they're like cold.
And
Okay. Sorry.
you're fine.
Um,
You want to go across, Deca? I can throw you across. How far across is that?
That gap.
Yeah.
That's about 7. Okay, so from the broken bridge, that's about 4-ish feet.
Oh, we
But
could
the
jump
gap
that.
without the broken bridge, it's about 8 feet.
No, with the
I
wait.
think
Why is
both
she? Why is
gaps are
Larry way over
easily
there?
jumpable.
Larry, you over
Let
there?
me just went around. Went around.
What
There's
do
a
you
whole
Okay.
mean?
path.
There is a whole path. Larry, you feel a chill around your skin as something seems to flicker at the edges of your vision, sort of like a wispy shape. What's your passive perception as you
Uh,
start to move through?
That you
My
want me to throw you across?
Larry.
is
Yep.
I'm gonna stay right here for a minute.
Okay, well I'm gonna jump
perception.
across, so you'll be on your own.
How do you know?
So when you go on your character sheet, if you look on the left hand side, on
Uh-huh.
attributes near the
Mhm.
uh,
Oh, I think it says 11,
what is
right?
your
The
wisdom
little
modifier?
the gray
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
11 plus 1.
Yes, that is your passive perception. Yeah.
Would it be acrobatics or athletics to jump across?
Yeah, it is
Let's
11.
go around.
Acrobatics. Yeah. Yeah. You.
Why are you
Uh,
making this more difficult on
How's that
yourself?
more difficult? It's easy. The
yeah,
4-foot
Ben.
jump.
But
You
you could just.
sprint. You jump over. You easily jump over the bridge.
It's
The
4
broken
feet.
bridge.
It's nothing.
Just go
I jumped a
around.
15-foot gap
Gonna
back at
try to
Blue
jump
Water.
over it, and he's gonna fall into water, and you're
He
gonna
didn't want to be thrown. That was
then
his
you're
fault.
gonna have no sun.
Moonchild.
Son.
How you get? Are you following behind them? I'm assuming you are.
Oh, move. Where am I?
Excuse
You're over here. Hold on.
Otherwise, I'm
I
gonna
have to move my
consider you
character.
left behind.
No, she's following. It's just because I'm moving my character, she can't move hers.
Okay.
And...
Are you gonna jump across the gap with Ben?
No.
So-
Crazy.
Or you're gonna go?
Around.
You're gonna split around and you're gonna follow Larry?
I'm gonna go around.
Cool.
Yeah, it's so simple just to go around.
I'm gonna go
Alright.
around.
Moonchild, what's your passive perception?
No see.
Actually, no. Cool. It's an 11.
La la la. La la la.
What do you have equipped right now, Moonchild?
Oh no.
You just jumped across.
What do you have equipped right now,
La
Moonchild?
la la.
What are you holding in your hand?
You gotta
La, la, la.
check.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
let me
You decided to
see.
follow Larry at the moment. Larry noticed something flickering at the edges of her vision, but that's all
Larry
she saw.
didn't tell me.
Of course, I'm only
like what I have in my hands right now.
Yeah, imagine as you're walking through this
I'm
cavern. Are you holding your
It's the green
staff? Are you holding like one of your daggers?
It's
Or
the
what are you
green
holding?
things.
An iron dagger. Why am I holding an iron dagger?
Are you? You can unequip it if you want. I just had it on like while I was testing, so go ahead. pick
Oh,
whichever one you want.
okay. All right. Well, I guess my staff.
Cool.
My staff.
Your staff or the chromium staff? It's two different staffs.
Like my staff, like my
The magic one.
my magical
The
staff.
the spellcast, the arcane focus one. Okay.
Yeah, and
Cool.
I thought I had mage armor on, but I don't have it on. So.
Yeah, because you slept. And you
yeah.
didn't recast it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Moonchild. Something's pulling against your staff. As you're walking, no light. There's a force. Just kind of pulling on your staff. You start to lag behind. Larry, you cross the bridge and you look behind. You see her. She's kind of just. What you see from where you're standing, Larry, is Moonchild's kind of like. Is she fighting against her staff? Can't
Well,
really tell.
can I go and help?
Do you want to go and help?
Yeah, I might as well help her pull her staff.
Okay, cool. Larry, you sprint over to her staff, and immediately both of you guys see there's a crack in the gem of her staff, isn't there? And there's something weird coming out of it. Something black and purple and dark.
Ew. What is that?
And you watch as this
I.
starts kind of like emanating from your staff. And there's a
Oh,
little sort of flicker of light. And this smoky essence seemed to come out from her staff. And that's when you hear the voice. Moonchild. Larry, the only thing you see is just this weird, it's almost like if the staff is like spewing out smoke. Moonchild, you hear a voice. It's different. It's low and it goes. You have arrived. and then the smoke gets denser. It almost forms into an arm or a claw or a hand. It starts to
Bro, your
grab
staff is
the top
tripping.
of your staff. What are you doing, Moonshao? Your hands are on your staff. What do you do?
Stop acting like that. You're scaring me. You ain't
Your
never
staff
behaved
is
like this.
being
And
creepy.
you turn and you're like, wait, I thought she jumped over the bridge with me. And you barely see Moonshine and Larry kind of struggling with something. Their backs are turned to you. You can't really tell what they're like trying to pull or hang on to. What do
Mhm.
you do?
I see that.
Yeah, barely. You see that they've stopped. They haven't followed you.
Decade, something's going on over there.
Who's the Deca?
Something what?
I,
I can't
I,
see shit.
well,
Deca can't see shit. Yeah,
he doesn't
Deca
have
actually
no-
is not. Deca's not in range of Moonshine. You
Okay.
can't see her.
Just
Yeah,
go back
we
the
got
other
some
way
new
that
we got
Amu
some new
talked
vision
about.
rules.
And meet up with
We got some
Moon.
new vision rules now. This new
Do
platform
you hear me?
got you some new.
Okay, I'll go around.
Okay.
Jeez.
Moonshot. The voice speaks again. Oh, what is your hurry? And you watch as you see Deca sprinting across the bridge, and as you watch, it's almost as if he's in slow motion. Each step of his small legs. And Ben is trying to cross the bridge. I'm gonna say Ben, you're right there. When this happens, Deca, you are about right there.
So everyone's in
You
slow mo right now?
Yeah, it seems, yeah, for some reason, it seems like your perception of time has shifted. Larry's trying to grab and pull the staff with this like smoky, cloudy, like ghost like claw, hand, whatever is grabbing on your staff, spewing out of the crack of your gem. And you hear the voice again. What is your hurry?
Uh, Trying to investigate some stuff. Who are you? What are you? What are you doing in my staff?
Hello.
Your staff. This place is mine, and you have returned to me my weapon.
Weapon? Have I been here before?
No, you've never been here before.
Hmm.
And your staff you got from Elise.
Well then.
You watch as this claw smoke starts to condense around the top of your staff, and your friends are still in this weird perpetual state of slow motion as your perception of time seems to have sped up. Do you have anything to say?
What do you want?
Or
And who are you?
I came to this land millennia ago. I seek a soul of purity.
A soul of purity?
That's what they said. That's what the voice said.
As like a vessel, a sacrifice for what?
I seek what you seek. Reconnection with my loved ones. And in this sort of like perpetual state of slow motion, across the river, right over here, you see what looks like a ghostly figure of Elise swirl out of the shadows. But she's not what she looked like when you saw her last. She seems to be ragged, maybe on the run. You can see her looking behind her shoulders, ducking and crouching as this thing seems to be chasing her. she runs into the wall, and this form of her vanishes and fades away as a voice goes, I am like you. I seek reconnection.
How do you know, Elise? Who are you? I need name. I need a name.
I have many names. Larry,
Me.
you're trying to pull on this staff, but for
Mhm.
some reason, Moonchild is looking off into the middle distance, down this river, down into this pool of water. And she hasn't moved. She hasn't twitched. She hasn't budged.
Mm.
And the smokiness seems to have condensed across her wrist and arms and is like reaching up into her elbows. Dekka and Ben, you arrive in real time, seeing this. What do you guys want to do? As Moonchild, you ask this question, and the creature gives you a vague response. He says, they say, I have many names. And I'll let you think about what you want to say while I go to the rest of the
He
others.
sounds like the Dark Lord.
Deck-
I'm like, hey, yo, can someone wake her up?
Yeah, how do you want to do that?
I
Babe,
mean,
Does
I'm holding
anyone
on
want
to
to
the
wake her up?
staff.
Does
I'm holding
anyone
on to
want
the
to wake her
staff.
up?
what are you doing? Why? Oh,
Oh, wait,
he's
Ben's all the way
AFK.
over there.
He's AFK right now. I think he's in the restroom.
All right, Jacka, you, because I'm holding on
Is
to
he
a
blowing
staff.
up his
I'm
booty?
busy.
Yeah,
Oh
what
my
do you want
gosh.
to do?
Decca, you have to wake her up. I'm stuck
You're trying to
holding the
yeah,
staff.
you're trying to like wrench the staff free, but like these like veins of shadow are encasing and like scrolling up Moonchild's arms, and it's like almost it's about to reach past her bicep. It's like going up past her elbow now.
Decca, do something.
Echo, what do you want to do?
Uh,
You see shadows. This look like shadowy forms or something.
I don't know what to do.
Slap her. Do something. Literally anything.
Alright, I'm slapping her.
Okay, yeah, go ahead
Yeah.
and roll me a strength check. As you race forward, you with a mighty hand, go ahead, roll me a strength check to see how hard you slap her. And you
Oh.
go to fucking bitch slap her across the face. Strength check for me.
Ouch.
This is what I didn't want.
I'm sorry.
No situational bonus, right?
Nope. No, nothing. No situation bonus. Just click roll. No advantage. Don't the situation
The
bonus
first thing
stuff
I
is
always think about is
different.
violence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounds
Go
like
ahead. Strength
Larry.
check.
Okay, at least it wasn't a 20.
With a 10, you slap her across the face. It's not that much force, and you kind of you kind of have to jump up to do it. So it's a little bit weaker.
Damn.
Watch his moonshine face go, and it
I
just
don't think
goes.
I don't think Decca's that much shorter than me. Cause what? He's
Uh,
like four what?
oh, how much are? Oh yeah, how tall are you?
I'm 5 feet.
Oh, never mind then. Okay, yeah, he reaches out.
He has
Either
to
way,
jump.
it's
He
not
has
that
to
much of.
do a little jump.
Yeah, he
little
has to do
little
like a
hop.
small little hop. Yeah,
Little
little
hop.
hop to smack you across the face,
Get up on my tippy toes.
and there's no reaction. Moonchild,
Oh
back to
shoot!
you.
Shake her.
Moonchild, you feel, you can see, you can see this hand coming towards you, but it's super slow.
I'm just
She's
like
high as fuck.
Yeah, you watch you see like move to the side a little bit. As the as again the creature said that he has many. They have many names.
well, creature of many names. You are being very vague and you are again very vague. I don't know who you are and now that you're here, are you the one that's been sucking the souls to the staff? Now that we're here, out in the open?
Reconnection. nothing to do with the souls of the damned. I do not collect souls. Others do.
Can I roll an investigation?
Yeah, what are you trying to investigate?
Or not investigation.
Insight?
Insight. There you go.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll insight. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. God damn. He's telling the truth.
What? He be sounding like fucking Voldemort. What do you mean? He sound like Voldemort in the first movie.
Telling the truth.
He's like, you see, Harry, you see what I've become. See what I do to survive.
He's telling the truth.
Fuck, dude.
At that statement, he did not collect the souls from your staff.
And we're not like, and for like that insight check, for that's like for the everything that he said so far, right? Not just for that.
That's for the very brief moment. That's for that. Wait.
I
You know what?
wanted to
I'll
do
give it
an
to you.
insight on everything that he said so far.
What do you think is pretty high? I'm gonna say that. What does that mean? Insight on everything he said so far.
So
Is he
I
lying
wanted,
about?
is he lying about?
Yeah. What is he lying? Yeah. What do you want me? What do you want to know? What is he lying
So
about?
you said he's not lying about taking the souls.
Nope,
So
he's
I
not lying
wanted to
about
know
taking
if
the
he was lying about reconnection.
Nope, he's not lying about that.
He's not lying about that either. What the fuck?
He's a truthful man.
He's also not lying about having many names.
So are you some type of, I don't know, archangel or something?
You hear a chuckle. He goes, archangels. Those pathetic creatures.
Okay, well, you're not an archangel.
Sorry, let me chew. He goes,
No, you're fine.
you come at an opportune time. A being is rising from the depths, and you will help me reconnect with what was taken from me. Beyond, the secrets will be revealed. Look not with your eye, but with your mind.
And if I help you reconnect, what does this help me? How does this help me? I'm so excited.
Decca's hand slaps you across the face as your perception of time ends. And Larry, you pull, you yank, and there's this. You yank, and both you and Moonshot start to tumble over each other as the force of you yanking and her finally releasing. Both of you tumble. Moonshot, you find yourself kind of like splashing like almost into the river before Larry quickly grabs you and pulls you up.
Ugh.
As you kind of like stagger backwards, holding the staff. Your gem is now repaired, but instead of where the crack was in half, it's a solid piece of what looks like obsidian has seemed to have bound your staff together.
What the fuck?
And you hear a voice say, a gift for our companionship. And as you watch, your staff starts to vibrate and hum. You've gained yourself a new shadow spell. Give me 1 second and I'm going to pull it up.
wow.
My villain arc is here.
Maybe he just eats the shadows.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you guys watch,
Fuck.
but as your staff it seems to be repaired with this block of obsidian. Larry,
Yes.
the hand that you're grabbing to pull her up from away from the water's edge,
Mm-hmm.
as you like kind of like pull her back and remove your hand, there's a sort of brand upon her like a little bit of a forearm. It's not any in any language that any of you guys recognize. It's not even in the language. It just seems to be a series of various symbols that just at first glance seem to not really mean anything. I'm gonna get you guys the picture of that symbol next session, but
I'm like, hey yo, what's with your arm?
I'm gonna get you guys those symbols next session, but and I think we should head to we should end the session soon. But Moonchild, you've gained yourself a new shadow spell, um, called Shadow's Grasp,
Ooh.
and essentially it will allow you to grapple someone using your concentration. Essentially, I'll add that to your spell list by next session. I haven't gotten a chance to program it in yet, but essentially you will be able to use your concentration when there is darkness and shadows to grapple people and
Oh,
hold them
that's
still.
so cool. I'm so excited.
Um, but now your staff has changed. You seem similar to what you've seen what happened to Ben, to have been branded by this unknown creature.
Damn, he just made me his bitch and didn't ask.
We're gonna end the session there. I do have to go to bed, but gotta. You guys seem to have gotten a little power up. As whatever Moonchild, whatever agreement Moonchild has with this unknown entity, that none of you guys saw, by the way. So essentially, all you guys saw was suddenly the shadows seem to retreat back into the gem. The gem seal itself off, and Larry and Moonchild tumbling over each other as the force of Larry's strength pulls them forward, and then Larry catching Moonchild before she falls into the water.
That's
So
crazy.
that's gonna be next session. Let's see what else is inside this cavern.